The music goes unreasonably hard this morning, apparently. Good lord. Anyways, howdy everybody. Howdy Trash, welcome in. How are you doing today? How are y'all doing? The child weekly boss? I probably would make sense. Yeah, no, it is. Wrath Monaceros Kale. Kali. Yeah, it's probably child. Anyways, how are y'all doing? How was February treating everybody? I sent you a Lantern Rite gift. Did you get it? I don't. Oh, is that like a? I'll be straight up. I haven't opened this game since last Sunday, so we'll figure out when we actually do Lantern Rite stuff today. Yeah, I don't actually really play this game much outside of stream anymore. This week I've been playing a lot of Deadlock. That's been my game this past week. The past couple of days I've put almost 20 hours into it, which is not like anything, but just from like a couple days of play, 20 hours I feel like is pretty. It's more than I put into a lot of games. And it's fun as hell too. Oh my god, so it's funny because like I started playing that game because I think I got like a I think it was like a Viper line. So all the characters in the game have like conversations with each other, like in the game code. And so those conversations play when they're like on like going like traveling from base into the game, because you travel to your lane in pairs of 2. It's a 6v6. There's 3 lanes, so it's a 2v2 in each lane. And so you if you're traveling with if you're on the zip line with a character that like that has like any interaction with your character, then you have like a cool little like fun conversation. And so I got like some of Viper's lines, I think with Lash, on my like on YouTube at one point, and I was like, she's really funny. I like that, and I went down the rabbit hole, and then yeah, no, this is the game that I sent the messages about. It is hilarious. It's fun. Okay, I need to pull up these because one of the most important parts of this is the fact that it is the delivery, specifically Viper. Like, I need to show y'all how fucking silly this is. I adore Viper. So, howdy Phantom, welcome in. So I'm gonna do this. Hold on, display capture. Here we go. Okay, so this is actually a cool website because it has all of the conversations like available. And so we're actually gonna listen to some of Graves' lines as well because I love Graves. Some of them are incomplete; they don't have stuff in the code yet. But the ones that are complete, I need to show you guys because some of these are fucking hilarious. I think my favorite is here with Wraith. So Wraith is she's like a gambling warlord, or she owns like a crime ring pretty much. She's a mob boss. That's the word. Gambling warlord. What the fuck? She's a mob boss. And so this is the voice line.
Heard you shanked Molly.
Oh, Malonzo? No, who said that? Why'd you ask? She a friend of yours? I didn't know she was a friend of yours.
She's not.
Cool, yeah, no, I stabbed the hell out of her. Not a fan.
The delivery of this line specifically is fucking perfect. I wish more games let their writers just do whatever the fuck like this nowadays, because you don't get shit like this very much. Let's see, what's another one that's really funny? There's her dicking on Holiday for being a cop. Yeah.
You're a criminal.
Well, that's a little judgy.
Am I wrong?
No, I didn't say you were. I just said you're being needlessly hostile.
If you didn't need my help right now, you would stab me in the back.
Okay, sorry. You are really good at reading people, because at first I was offended, but now I'm like kind of impressed.
There are so many lines like this throughout the game. It's just like the delivery of these characters, and also the voice acting cast is insane. So Drifter is voiced by Matt Mercer. Calico is voiced by Tox, I forget what her last name, Mel's voice actress from Arcane. So there's another one. There's another really funny one. This one.
$3 for your cat.
She's not for sale.
Tell you what, I'll bump it up to a crisp Lincoln.
Viper, there are some who may find your pathetic nature
I'll bump it
endearing.
up to a crisp
I am
Lincoln.
not one of them. So let me lay down ground rules. If you touch my cat, I'll take your hand. If you hurt my cat, I'll kill you. And if for some pruno-addled reason you decide that it's a good idea to steal my cat, you will pray for a death that will not come.
You know what? I like the way you threaten people, see? We're going to be best friends. I could tell.
So this character is just fucking unhinged. Viper is hilarious, and it's also great because she her in-game model is unfinished. So it gives even more like gremlin energy to her. Let's see what else is there. She has a huge crush on Lash. Flirting. She is bi because Viper is 100% bisexual because of these lines of Paige.
Oh, you killed it at Pole Palace last night.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, me neither.
Seriously, what are you talking about?
Cinnamon, come on. It's me.
Who's Cinnamon?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I confused you with a very different librarian.
What are you talking about?
You are too pure for this world. I kind of love it.
But then she also has like an unhealthy obsession with this character named Lash. So like canon bisexual. There is a lot of Yuri in this game too. So let's see. If we go to Graves here. Also Rem is fucking hilarious. So if we go to Graves, first of all, I love Graves. She's probably one of my favorite characters because she is snappy goth teenager, but also like, I don't know, whole rant. But this
Or are
one,
you a creepy kid?
this is
I'm not a kid.
Erica
You
Lindbeck.
prefer angsty teenager?
Are you always a bitch, or is this something special just for me?
I'm pretty consistent.
I think I don't hate you.
I think I don't hate you too.
So Silver is Yuri because she has these lines with Holiday where
Thanks for backing me
she
up.
has these lines with
Us train
Holiday.
wrecks need to stick together.
I'm not a train wreck.
Yeah, your life is totally going great.
Go to hell, Silver.
Just trying to bond, honey.
We'll stop.
And there's also somebody that she's gay with. Who was it? There's a lot of incomplete lines. I'm just not realizing. It might have just been that. But yeah, no, she's hilarious. I love her. Silver's great. She's like a hot mess. But,
Are you nervous?
A little.
Rem is
well,
great
stick with me. I'll take care of you.
because he's just a little guy. And so he has some of the funniest fucking lines where he has, because he's just his second conversation, little
Do
guy.
People dream.
I think so.
Why can't I talk to them?
You gotta listen.
But if I'm listening, I can't ask them questions like, what's your favorite color? And why does bread taste good? And do you think cats would smoke if they had thumbs?
Life's hard sometimes.
It is.
This is probably one of my favorite lines of the fucking game because it's Graves. She's an older sister. You can tell, and you can tell she's a babysitter. Like, but also just Rem's fucking. Do you think cats would smoke if they had thumbs? And then Graves' answer to that being "Life's hard" is so good. I love it. The characterizations in that game, it like the game's in beta. You can tell there is unfinished shit. But so far, the character writing is like immaculate. Because like, I don't know, I'm just obsessed with it. But it's also just a fun game. Yeah, no, I am. The brainworms have struck me with with Deadlock. But also the characters are really interesting so far because like we're gonna do like just some daily stuff while I yap about this. Character stuff is interesting because like for example Graves, she's like a high schooler, but and you know Goth high schooler, she believes that she is 100% right all the time. And that is doubly true with the fact that she has, her weapon is the severed hand of a lich. And so the lich is promising her something. Because, you know, as liches do. We're not sure what, but, you know, the lich is promising Graves something, and so she is listening to what the lich has to say and what she tells her to do. And it's funny because every single fucking adult in the game tells Graves, yo, she's using you. She's not like that lich is using you. And Graves is like, no, she's not. What are you talking about? She's like, you don't know her. You don't understand her. And she's super snappy and defensive about it. But like, she's pretty probably, she's like objectively incorrect. Like she is being used by the lich. Story time with the whale. More brainworm yapping because of fucking Deadlock and the characters from Deadlock. Because so there is time to bring this back up. There are, I think the best one is her conversations with Venator. Yeah.
The lich is using
Howdy, next,
you.
welcome in.
You don't know her.
They're all the same.
Oh my god, someone religious is being closed-minded? I wish I wore pearls so I could clutch them.
It's a real shame that you're not going to live long enough to learn the wisdom that comes with age.
Don't threaten me.
Threaten you? I'm trying to save your life.
Thanks for your concern.
Even like the villain on the game's roster, Seven is not a good guy. He is fucking evil. He says, dude, she's using you.
Don't trust your mentor.
Why? Because she's a lich?
No, because mentors only teach what they want you to learn. They are craven and use the young to live glories they could not achieve on their own.
She's not like that.
Oh, of course not. She sees potential in you that she's never seen in ages. You're special.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You're right. How silly of me.
Everybody tells her that she's wrong and that she's being used. But, you know, she's a stubborn fucking teenager. so she's not gonna listen to that. Which is such a it's such a cool character because like a lot of media doesn't really media doesn't do that very often, painting teenagers like in situations like, because she objectively has like a lot of power. The Lich gives her a lot of power. I don't know. It's just really cool, and she's also funny as shit. Like, I don't know. I do love this game. Playing Overwatch? Hell yeah. I have never played Overwatch. I don't know if I ever will, but I have been playing this game. I don't know.
Mind the side effect.
It's giving the same energy as Child, taking Platinella is taking care of him. Yeah, no, exactly. It's, yeah, no, it's a really fun, like, kind of, it's that stubbornness. I don't know, everybody in that game is just so well written. Have we already watched stuff? We have not. I was yapping about things, and I'm just doing like resin stuff before we get into that. Yeah, it's that ignorance, like kind of hoping everybody has better like has like the best intentions for him. But like for Graves too, it's funny because or for Graves it's interesting because her story, a lot of her story hinges on the fact that she grew up, or like her parents are both lawyers, and so like one of the things in her like story blurb is the fact that she grew up in a household where everything required defending and argument and that sort of stuff. And so the Lich kind of is this character that provides her with something without argument, provides her agency without argument. And so that's why she's so defensive of it. But also, you know, moody teenager, she really is going to fight against authority because she doesn't really believe, like, she's very against authority, you know, because goth. Yeah, really cool character. And you only get these like little glimpses through the interactions of the characters. All the characters are like that.
A bitter pill to swallow.
I feel like I'm not... I haven't heard very much about Zabai either. Like, you know... She's just kind of here, I guess. I don't know. Authority's my trigger word, yeah.
Taking a turn for the better.
No, because like...
Now you shall perish.
Yeah, no. I'm obsessed with the characters in that game. It's so fun. I'm probably going to be doing that right after this stream, is I'm going to be playing Deadlock.
Remember, health comes first.
Illusion shattered.
Yeah, I don't hate Zabai's design. It's funny because everybody was like, everybody kind of out of the gate was very meh about her design. I was like, I enjoy it. It hasn't had to grow on me like it seems to have had for most other people, which I find interesting. I kind of enjoyed it out of the gate. It's not like my favorite design in the game, but I'll like. It feels like people's opinion of it have changed quite a bit since she was teased. Where the fuck did you go? There you are. I lost track of it.
Mind the side effects.
I didn't like it that much, but I think her in-game, yeah, that might help a lot. Is her in-game model? Dude, I'm getting jack shit. That sucks. Okay. Up trotting and galloping when she runs the dashes. Oh, that's fun. Kind of like Huta's butterfly wings.
There is no escape. Seems like an emergency.
Saying her kit feels clunky. I don't think people know. I think people just use clunky as like, it's kind of lost meaning as a critique. Which makes me sad because like it's a very good word to use. Come on, dude, use your E. What the fuck?
Illusion shattered. Mind the side effects.
The problem with Zubai is her nothing other than her signature. Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, I'd rather that than her be a Nilu situation where her signature doesn't fit her design in the slightest. Come on. Why do they have to spread out like that? That's so annoying. Alright, okay, now they're together.
Now you shall perish. Taking a turn for the better.
Imagine if you get Kazoo. Never having a signature. Rip. Couldn't be me. No, I do like to flex on Kazoo mains that haven't been like that don't have a signature. But like that is just fucking unfortunate. If they made Lunar Pyro, they wouldn't because it doesn't have to do with the. I mean, if they did. You could do something with like the idea of a pale flame. It is where my mind goes. Like the idea of like a moonlight of there being fire which burns light that is like dull like moonlight. It's a motif that you see a lot in fantasy magic. I don't know what they would call it, but I feel like that's where they would go. No, I agree. I 100% agree, Trash. I don't think every element needs a lunar. I think it should have like been of like I thought Lunar was gonna mostly be buffing elements that aren't very good, like, you know, Geo obviously, but then also like, I don't know. But then they decided to give it Dendro, which is weird. Like I don't know. But yeah, I like the set that it has. It doesn't add too much complexity to the game because the game's reaction system already is pretty fucking complex. Like the interaction chart, it has a lot of lines on it, but like, I don't know, it worked. That's nice, but it definitely does not need to be any more complex than it already is. Okay, so before we start the the actual quest. Lunar physical. I do think a physical needs a lunar reaction somehow because it's lunar, like physical is so fucking weak. Let us go to okay, Star Rail. Need a reveal stream, right? Yeah, they did. I'm not gonna watch the reveal stream. I'm gonna just watch the proper streams and the proper trailers because there's two. There's Improv Tour trailer and the version 4.0 trailer. So
What is...
Boop. I'm gonna mute the game actually. Dude. Audio. Shut up. And boop. Okay. Let's watch these before we get into the game proper. The stream was interesting. I can imagine considering, you know, elation.
What does it mean to become an Eon for a minute?
Are you here to join the Francis Moon game?
Fucking Sampo has returned.
Eon for a minute.
That's a new March design. Is it? Yeah, that's a new March design. Okay, so good to know that we're getting another March team.
Are you here?
Okay, Sampo.
The Francis Moon games?
Sparkle is an epilepsy warning, Drew.
Master Who? And who gets to define elation?
Hi, Sparksy.
Welcome. This is the real Planet The paradise woven from
This is just
it's
a Wreck-It Ralph.
After 15 years, now that the Phantasy Moon of Elation is full again, the Phantasy Moon Games will begin as scheduled.
The game where the winner becomes an Eon.
To all of you watching, you reckon I'll win? Who else dares doubt Sparksy? He will take flight! Sparksy blazes bright! Come and party till the end of the world!
This Arcadian world faces an extraordinary danger. Who are you? The Seer Strategist, General Yao Glong.
Hell yeah, we're getting Yao Glong.
I see where the culprit is. There are signs the Phantasy Moon Games are spiraling out of control again. 8 masks, 8 supplicants. Come closer.
The Herald of Death is back.
What the fuck? My man is just being dragged like a, oh, it's Silver Wolf. Okay, that makes sense.
It's back.
Phantasy Moon Games must...
Okay, no, that wasn't March. I take it back. That's whoever this is.
Moon Games must not fall into the IPC's hands.
Serious Xianzhou criminals attempting to join the Phantasy Moon Games.
The odds have all arrived. Our hero has
Sparksy just fucking embracing her Danganronpa. I don't know. Internal Danganronpa. Okay, so so what I'm getting from this is it's just like, you know what I'm getting out of this? This is giving me the arc, the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, the arc right after Battle Island, right where they're in the city. Or Duelist Kingdom or whatever the first arc of the anime was. Like that's what this is kind of giving me. Okay, first impressions. Yao Guang, kind of. I don't want to say it, but kind of a meh. Like, at least design-wise, Yao Guang is kind of sure. Like, she sure do be an HSR woman. That's about it. that is my impression of Yao Guang. Like, if you want to play someone with tarot cards, just play Black Swan. She's so much better.
Joe criminals attempting to join the Phantasm game.
The Blade outfit fucks so hard. Go off, King. Dude. That red coat slaps really hard. I love that, actually. Okay. I'm not saying a whole lot in terms of... Was that the... No, okay, I'm just making sure. Because I know that, so the Stellar Hunters are going to be here. The fuck happened here? Oh, that's a fucking reference to, It's a reference to A Trip to the Moon. That's really funny, actually. That's really cool. That's really, really, really cool. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this sequence, an incredibly important film. There's a sequence where the spaceship lands in the face of the moon. I feel like that's what that's a reference to. I thought it was the other way around, but it's in the wrong side of the moon. But I thought that's what that was a reference to.
Now the
New MC skin.
where the winner becomes an Eon.
The delivery of that line is really weird. She sounds like tired. She sounds like tired and like almost like falling asleep or like inebriated with that line delivery. Okay, where is...
This Arcadian world faces an extraordinary danger.
Yao Guang is 8, I guess.
There are signs the Phantasm games are
Where
spiraling
is-
out of control again. 8 men
He's just aura farming. My boy is just aura farming here.
spiraling out of control again.
Like,
8
sure, dude.
monks, 8 supplicants. Come closer.
The Herald of Death.
Looks kind of neat. Okay.
Warning. Inter-astral threat level monitoring shows abnormal fluctuations.
Did you find the source?
Warning.
I'm locking on now. It's the Stellaron Hunters.
What?
Lamau.
Tell Pearl the situation has changed.
Yes,
Angol's
Earl.
esteemed wolf is back.
And stronger than ever.
Uncle
I'm excited for Silverwolf to be back and relevant again. She gets to do shit again. Yeah, Silverwolf is here. It's over, y'all. We're fucked. Okay, so then there's the other one. This one.
The results remain the same.
Who
Should the
should?
Xianzhou become involved with the Anti-Destruction Alliance?
An Arbiter General will meet with misfortune. You see, Junior Soar, there's your chance to become a general. Hey, it was a joke. The least you could do is smile. Let's skip the serious talk. Did you forget our showdown at the card table? Compared to optimal play, good luck is what's truly invincible.
Madam Yao, have I not seen your gift for turning woe into weal? You choose the deadliest routes and still make the Yuchue reach her every year. A mere diviner behind enemy lines, always managing to win in the most
Cypher?
surprising ways.
She looks so much like
Not to
Cypher
mention
there.
that audacious gamble of yours.
Intercepting the lawful suspect? I call that seizing a rare opening.
But should that
Luocha mentions in fucking 2026? Dude, what is his deal?
traveler stir the Yuchue's fallow earth, you won't just lose your position. Your very life will be forfeit.
I do kind of like the fact that they keep bringing him back, though. Like, Luocha is this, like... It is, like, the main thread of the Xianzhou story. So, like, he keeps coming back to, like, remind you, oh, yeah, the Xianzhou exists. Like, this is a story that's still happening.
Relax. It'll all turn out fine.
But this omen is unlike any before. When an eon comes into play, look to the Thonghu, our clearest cautionary tale. Only because Master used his body to summon the rainbow did that battle have a sliver of hope. Despite giving everything, that was the only time you couldn't change the outcome.
Access
I wondered
denied.
whether turning woe into weal was always just a stroke of luck. In a game played between gods, mortals can do nothing to change the outcome.
Ooh.
But next time, and the time after that, will we still have no choice but to pray for the rainbow's luck's arrow to fall?
There are always more paths than obstacles. In an encounter with the genius, guided by the erudition's calculations, I glimpsed Planar Arcadia. An Eon's game is about to begin. Isn't a surprise created by the elation precisely the variable in you? That fickle Eon may grant you godhood in an instant, or scatter you to the void just as easily. But once their gaze is cast, even as a puppet, I can shift the course of their trajectories.
No, you can't.
This time, I will invite a god onto the board. And for the future of the cosmos, draw the most auspicious lot.
Okay, so her goal is...
I'm going. The Marshal has already agreed, so don't waste your breath.
Marshal Hua mentioned again.
The seer strategist, still as decisive as ever.
When do
Sit
we
tight
get
and
Marshal
enjoy the
Hua?
The seer strategist is blessed with remarkable fortune. But turning woe into weal is to invite karma upon oneself.
She must have foreseen this outcome long ago. That one day, misfortune would catch up to her.
Yet the
she's
starlight
fucked.
she pursues may be just ahead. Without becoming a player on the board, how can the endgame ever be changed? Looks like it's time we make our move.
Cool. Ooh. If weird visual glitches happen, that's on my end. I think my graphics card is dying. Boy. Which is the worst time for this to happen. I'm begging it doesn't, but it's dying. So, yeah. If you see those, and that's what that is. I mean, it's neat. It's interesting character. I don't know. I don't have too many opinions. That is true. She's a gambler with a peacock theme. That's an interesting observation. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm not like fully intrigued. This feels... It's interesting because Planet Arcadia feels way more straightforward. Because like going into Amphorius, the story was really interesting to it. The other one is Aventurine. He has a lot of peacock thing into him. Like yeah, the vibe feels very different here. Because like with going into Amphorius, we were like there was intrigue there, and I mean, there's a little bit of intrigue to Planet Arcadia, but like, it's not nearly as like spread out. I don't know, like at least the teasing, at least the drip marketing, the teasing it falls a little flat for me, even, which is kind of disappointing because it's AHA.
It's just some.
And I mean, I have a feeling the plot is gonna thicken real fucking fast because it's AHA, but still, like, it's kind of, yeah, I don't know. So far, it falls flat for me. I haven't watched the entire thing though, so the entire reveal stream. So the reveal stream might change things. Sure, but I've always pictured the many eyes. He's all, yeah. I don't know. It's a very strange situation we're in. The game, like, I think the first patch of Planet Arcadia is gonna have to do a lot of heavy lifting, or is gonna have to really end on a strong note to get me like fully engaged in the story. Like, it's gonna have to take some really interesting turns, because right now I'm like, okay, cool, we're going to a new planet. Rat thumbs up. Like, that's kind of my entire reaction to everything with HSR right now. Although the Lloyd reveal Ozzy was actually kind of neat. I'll give it that much. The fact that they just kind of they just snuck Lloyd in there was kind of cool. They're doing another year full of main quests, are they? I mean, it makes sense, 8 patches. 8 masks or whatever it was talking about. There's a crucial piece of info like 12 minutes in. I will look at that real quick before we start. Then, just out of curiosity. I'm not even gonna pull it up on stream here. I'm just gonna... Oh, is it just Xiaoji just being a little fucking
没错，他
gremlin?
们就是这个世界特殊物种幻造种。比如画面中这个长长的生物是负责迎接列车主的站长猫条，而他管理的当地列车叫做疾风龙。还有盘踞在高塔上的雷球，负责整座城市的 WiFi 信号。
不是，你的意思是这些公共设施都是活的？
没错，人家可都是勤勤恳恳上班的。
我也在勤勤恳恳上班呢。
哎，我以为你当主持人是为了找乐子。
哎，我怎么可能呢？我这勤勤恳恳的制造节目效果呢。
没错，在奥香乐园，幻造种们工作也是为了节目效果。为了维持存在，他们必须从人们身上源源。
To maintain their existence, they must constantly harvest wish power from people.
愿力，换言之，就是
In other words, you got to grab people's attention. Okay, so you know.
就是
influencer culture.
全体目光向我看齐啊！没有关注度的话，他们就会消失。
没错，所以啊，你能看。
Okay, so as you can see, there are people getting up to all sorts of shenaniganery on every street corner. Okay, so if this would be my own personal hell. Because despite the fact that, you know, I stream and I make content online, I actually don't, like, in person, there's a reason I do it anonymously, right? Like, in person, I don't want to be perceived, y'all. There's a very good reason I made content anonymously. So this place would be my own personal hell.
看到在大街小巷到处都有人在整活儿，要想活得有活儿啊。
It's the personal hell for anybody with any sort of social anxiety.
是二项乐园一个流
With
量
clout
至上
is king,
娱乐至死
and we
世
are
界
amusing ourselves to death. It also feels like fucking. Are we gonna go to like a Fahrenheit 451 direction, where like easy entertainment is it's the death of literacy because of easy entertainment? Is that where this is gonna go? That would be kind of cool if this went that way. Of like a critical analysis of modern like internet culture and like the obsession of our attention being grabbed, like the min-maxing of grabbing our attention and like that sort of stuff and how that's damaging. That would be kind of cool, actually. If it goes in that direction, I'd be very intrigued. Like a modern sort of reimagining of Fahrenheit 451, because Fahrenheit 451 is it still holds like the points that Ray Bradbury makes in that book are still very poignant to today, but it shows its age because at the time Ray Bradbury's speculation was that TV was going to be the thing that like grabs our attention and rips us away from any sort of literacy and critical thinking, but nowadays that's the internet. Right, the internet is probably the biggest candidate, and it is the biggest candidate for ripping away literacy and nuanced thinking. So like a reimagining of that, but in HSR would kind of be cool. I don't know if they're gonna go that direction, but it's on the table.
乐园城市里也有许多值得一玩的游乐设施。
比如说，你可以在拍立得机器跟角色朋友们合
What
照。
the fuck is Bailu doing here? What the fuck?
值得一玩的游乐设施。
比如说，你可以在拍
Bailu and Isle Donna.
立得机
Okay.
器跟角色朋友们合照，或者走进电话亭接个电话。
在场景中还散布着一些神奇的入口，通过它，开拓者就能进入二维世界。
I like how they're embracing the raccoon shit. I love that.
啊，所以叫二维市啊。哎，不过这个开拓者怎么变成小动物了？这是帕姆吗？
Fucking braid out like
它
okay.
叫开拓妖精，是开拓者个人
This,
IP 的
yeah,
话。
this looks like this controls like braid.
开拓者都成 IP 啦。
这可是二项乐园啊！你有所
The Trailblazers an IP now. That's great.
苍天航路荣荣号，现在可是在乐园火得一塌糊涂。
苍天航路荣荣号，不会就是这些小家伙吧？
哎，没错，就是他们。
这个球棒浣熊倒是一看就是开拓者，旁边那个粉色的兔子
Yeah.
是3月7。
Oh, everybody has their own. Oh, that's actually kind of adorable. This is actually really adorable. Dunhung, Walter, and Himeko. Dude, Himeko's design is fucking gorgeous. I love that red. That's really cool. I love that. March is adorable, of course. Dunhung is Dunhung, and it's Walter.
是吗？
是的，3月7叫3月兔，当横叫汪汪丹，机子叫机器猫。
哎，那杨叔呢
？3月7
Wait,
叫
where's the
3月
name? Is March Bunny, Donhung is Woof Woof Dan, and Himeko is Himecat. Aww.
兔，当横叫汪汪丹，机子叫机器猫。
哎，那杨叔呢
That's really cute.
就叫杨叔，就叫杨叔。
不是，
It's just
这
Mr.
合理吗
Yang.
这
It's
那
Walter.
杨叔就叫杨叔。
Howdy, has welcome in.
认了那他为什么不是一只羊呢？
可能是因为我们杨叔人狠话不多吧。但你说的也有道理，也许漫画作者画新人物时会采纳你的建议哦。
Maybe the author will even take your advice when designing new
行吧，那我
characters.
就期待一下吧。不过真没想到啊，咱们列车组的知名度居然这么高。
Quite this famous. You better brace yourself, man. Get mobbed by the fans the moment we step off the
其实还有
train.
另一层原因。
There's another reason the world holds special significance for the Astral Express as well.
也有特殊的意义。二项乐园。
I love how the HSR players freak the fuck out every time Himeko steps off the train. Mom doesn't need to worry anymore. She needs to go on a journey with her kids so she doesn't have to worry. She is too good of a mom to deserve that shit. Oh. Oh, oh. Huh? Plain Arcadia is also Himiko's
故
homeland.
乡15年前，列车就是在这
15
里
years
再
ago
度
is right
启
here
程的
that the Astral Express departed. Oh. Didn't I mute the game? Oh, no, I didn't. Never mind.
哎，我好像听到了什么不得了的消息啊！原来这里是姬子的故乡，列车以前是坠毁在了阿哈的地盘儿，啊，真是让人浮想联翩呐。
嘿，
I get stories about more stories about the Navigator this year. Oh shit. Okay. So no wonder Aha is obsessed with the Astral Express. Oh, okay. What if Pom Pom is an aspect of the planet? That would make a lot of sense because if you look at Aha's design, or like Pom Pom's design, it gives kind of... It would make sense. Like, Pom Pom is cute, marketable plushie. Like, why do they exist on the Astral Express? Because they're fucking like, yeah. Why are they so out of place? Because they're cute, marketable plushie. That it feels like something Aha would do. Pom Pom run. That's still like weird. But yeah. No, I would not be surprised if that's the case, actually. Okay, that's gonna be interesting to see what the whole deal is here with Plain Arcadia being yeah, interesting. If it comes true, I'm gonna flip out. That's gonna recontextualize a fucking lot, though. Because in that case, okay. So what gets me worried about this, and the direction they could very easily go, is everything up to this point hasn't really been in the name of the Trailblaze. Also, does that imply that Himiko is a retired streamer, or like used to be an entertainer? Because if her homeland was Plain Arcadia, then she had to have attention on her. But yeah, no, the idea, like, what gets me worried is like, opens the door for everything that we were doing beforehand, or everything that we've been doing up to this point has been in the name of Elation instead of Trailblaze, which is kind of concerning. It can't be because Pom Pom remembers Mikhail. True. Himiko is at least 35, everyone share it. Let's go. Confirmed adult. No way. A confirmed adult in my Hoyo game. Ugh. Do that more, please. Why is the Zhongli pillar just there?
Any news on Zhongli?
Well, it's like 80. Okay, well, I know. Like, Walter is his own case. We know Walter's whole deal. But, like, Walter and Himiko are, you know, are exceptions, not, like... they need to do this more.
Wait, are we missing 2 Adepti?
You understand Lenny's minor code? God. It just bothers me so much. Because, like, if you're gonna make them like if you're gonna make them, if you want them to be young and naive and childish, then make them children. If you want them to be adults, then make them adults. Don't be weird about their age, please. I don't know.
Well, Shen Yun banned Mountain Shaper from Mount Outsong for 3 days.
Lamau. She put him in timeout.
What about Mooncarver?
The scheme to plant mint in one's abode was one those two fools devised together? And when it comes to punishment, one does not discriminate.
Walter's his own case. Yeah, no, yeah, Walter's is his own thing. Like that's a different situation. Because the fact that we know Walter's age is a very, like, it's very unique to the fact that Walter is just a direct import from HI3. They should just add an age guy. Yes, I agree. Just fucking add, like, just I hate the ambiguity of it. Because, like, especially as somebody who engages in fandom a lot, it's like, how do I want, like, you guys understand, right? Like, I want to know how I should be approaching, like, a ship or something along those lines to make it, like, so it's, like, appropriate. But the fact that some of these ages are so ambiguous in their age makes me like, okay, I like this character. I want to engage, like, do the fandom things with them. Like, I want to ship them, but is that like, does that make sense? Is that appropriate? Well, the game won't tell me, but they're like, there are implications that they're younger, but then they're like, I don't fucking know. So it's just, I don't like having to just guess.
Wow, that's pretty harsh, Cloud Retainer.
Yeah, I don't know. It just drives me nuts. Himiko X Walter got a lot more weird. It was already weird. I don't call it weird. Especially since we now know that Himiko is 35.
Let's get down to business.
At
we
least.
have news of Rex Lapis.
Okay, so yeah, Zhongli is just here. Sure.
Huh? Isn't that...
Yes, Rex Lapis's geopillar. It descended
I
from
mean,
on
I don't
high this morning.
I don't necessarily
It must have
like
sent it for a
Himiko
reason,
and Walter
but it
as
does
like
not
as a
respond
ship.
to our touch.
Himiko's a student. Oh, true. I forgot about that. I forgot that he had actually ties to Earth Himiko. Never mind. That is true. I mean, okay. Yes. In that context, yeah, no, that does change things. I was thinking, like, in a vacuum, I don't hate it. He's older. She's middle-aged. But, like, when you take in that aspect of, like, it's the fact that, like, HA3 happened.
So, what does it mean? Is he in trouble?
Not necessarily. It could be a message only a specific person is meant to receive.
Just dropping pillars from the sky. I feel like he just, it would be the other way around. He would be like bringing them out from the earth, just random places. Well, then does that mean he has like infinite range on his pillars?
Traveler, you alone spoke to Rex Lapis before he left.
Yes, true. That is correct.
Oh, so it must be for the Traveler.
Give it a try.
Touch the pillar. Something innuendo. You feel solid rock beneath your finger.
Come to the spring on Mount Jingza. I have left an entrance for you.
You hit Venti once by raising a pillar like 1,000. That would be hilarious. That would be such a fun way of fucking with somebody, especially if you know like Venti. I feel like Venti is the kind of person to have like the one spot at the bar. Like he is like whenever me and my family go to our favorite like speakeasy, we'd always try and get like our spot at the bar. Because like our favorite bartender works on that stretch of the bar and we like talking to him. And so like we're whenever we can, we always get like that spot. Venti would be the same way. He always has the one guy, like the one place in the bar that he always sits, and Zhongli knows exactly where it is at all times, so he could just like summon a pillar there and just fuck with him. And he has like a 95% chance of hitting Venti. 5%, like probably like a 3% chance of hitting someone completely innocent, and like a 2% chance of like not hitting anybody.
Well,
seems like he might be over at Mount Jingza.
Just as one surmised, it seems that Rex Lapis will not countenance our involvement in this matter.
That would not surprise me in the slightest. He's always had a soft spot for the traveler, after all.
Fuck you mean always? We've been here for 6 years compared to your history of hundreds.
But be that as it may,
5
we
years,
have served
5 and a
Rex
bit years.
Lapis for millennia now. In other words, I'm sure this has nothing to do with favoritism. He's probably just trying to protect us.
that's right. So you mustn't let your guard down, even if Rex Lapis is by your side.
Don't worry, I won't.
Let's get going. We'll try not to keep you all waiting.
The realm of people. Zhongli the dad? Yeah. Zhongli has like probably has like a very dry. He's the dad that has a really, really dry sense of humor. Where are we going? Oh, wrong. Why is it still a thing the way it is? I'm surprised they've never patched that. The fact that literally every single fucking time you teleport to that waypoint, you get hit by the boar. It's the most minor inconvenience, but it still feels like it's something they would patch at some point. It's a feature.
Keep your eyes peeled. He should be around here somewhere.
Ah, yes.
Illusion shattered.
Get bonked. Complete overkill. Get absolutely nuked by late game characters. This game sometimes. Remember when those guys took literally any effort to like kill? I don't. There's literally an achievement for that stupid boar. Is there? I don't think I realized that.
Who could have imagined that the once mighty Geo Archon might end up so, sitting on a humble stool in the woods, quietly weaving moon lanterns? You really do look like an old man now.
Shut up, he's fine.
Paimon coming in.
Shut up, Paimon.
This is a Shao lantern, not a moon lantern. In ages past, when the gods waged war and the world was in turmoil, these lanterns were lit to guide fallen warriors back to their homes. Had you tarried in the mortal realm for but a little while longer, you might have become quite accustomed to them.
Even so, it bears such a striking resemblance to the moon lanterns they used to offer up to the heavens. Could this truly be mere coincidence?
No,
Perhaps in some sense it is, yet in another, it isn't.
I mean, there's probably an archaeological connection, not archaeological, there is a connection. Genealogical, I guess, is the term here to use.
For instance, who is to say that some of Langan's magnificent jade did not become part of the very foundations upon which Liyue Harbor now stands?
Maybe not. I'm okay. In Zhongli's defense, this is a reasonable answer to this question here. Because are they the same as the moon lanterns or not is a kind of a loaded question. Or is missing a lot of nuance. It's very binary to a nuance. It's a very binary question to a nuanced problem, right? Because, like, if you look at the Xiao lanterns, yes, they have a very strong resemblance to, like he's saying here, they have a very strong resemblance to the moon lanterns, but they're not the same. But they have connections. They can't, like, the Xiao lanterns are like a direct descendant of the moon lanterns, but like they're again, they're not the same thing. So in one way you could say that they are, in another you could say that they're not. There's nuance there. That's what he's saying.
It is conceivable.
Never
that
thought a
this
lore person would
ritual
defend
was
Zhongli.
transmitted in such a
I have
manner
issues with Zhongli, don't worry. He's like Venti, but a little less annoying. The fact that okay. Am I salty that he signed an NDA? Yes. Do I give him points over Venti for being honest about it? Also, yes. Venti just dodges our questions like a little shit. Zhongli is just straight up like, nah, I can't answer that for you. I'd rather that, okay? I'd rather that.
Now, let's not let ourselves get carried away. For all its splendor, do not forget that, in the end, even Langan could not escape its heaven-sent fate. Alas, it is just a pity that the little creatures of this world may never again lift their eyes to the moon, even should misfortune befall them.
Exactly. Venti is like, he's a weasel and he dodges the question. I'd rather have somebody that's just honest with us and says, okay, I'm sorry, I cannot tell you. Instead of Venti, who avoids us and yeah.
But you, Geo-Lord, now that you rule this realm, why take the trouble, not to mention the risk, to visit one who bears such profound guilt as I? Are you not afraid that you might be sullied by the curse of time that was laid upon me?
There is no risk to speak of. At least, not in comparison to that which you took when you defied the heavens all that time ago.
As I have stated, time and again, it was not I who defied the heavens. Geo-Lord, the ancient affairs of Langan have nothing to do with me. For I am but one of her deadly selves, severed before her demise. My name is not Zibai, but Zichao.
Ooh, better pronunciation there.
Surely you did not take us for one and the same, solely on the basis that we may all assume the form of white horses?
I love how she's written. She's written with a very, Zichao is written with a very, like, what does this remind me of? She's written very archaically, which is really cool, but like it reminds me of a very specific passage. I don't know what I'm thinking of.
But you seem to have found yourself the wrong white horse. Anyway, do tell me, what urgent matter brings you here?
She's very different from Anchor White Horse, yeah.
Very well then. I have come to ask for Zibai's shade.
Oh? So, the Geo-Lord has set his sights upon Zibai's human soul. And what is it that you intend to do with it?
The world outside is changing. With the new moon's birth, the confines of the shadow moon are gradually disintegrating. In other words, the heavenly soul is set to return. Consequently, strange phenomena have manifested within Langan's former domain. leading to the earthly soul's reappearance as well. The last of the trio, the human soul, is in your possession.
Heavenly soul. Is that a term we've heard? Is that in reference to heavenly principles, or is that a reference to something else? Is that supposed to be like a reference to Zubai? That's a weird way of referring to Zubai, though.
Most intriguing.
My intention is to gather all three together, so that an old friend may finally make her return.
My pure nature is a heavenly envoy. That's true. That's a good point. I think it's cultivation. Like the shard? What? that threw me for a loop because like okay, I need to talk you through my thought process when I read Phantom's post or Phantom's chat message, and I was like, cultivation. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Wait, no. Cultivation, like the god from the Cosmere, and like when I read it, my mind immediately jumped straight to like the god in the Cosmere in like the Brandon Sanderson books, and not like anything in the Hoyoverse. And my brain was like, yeah, no, that tracks. And it took a minute for it to go, wait a minute, no, that's not the right canon. Old friends, this implies that Zhongli is much older than 6,000 years old if he had time to be a friend. Yeah, well, yeah, no, that's something I've always assumed. Is because, yeah, no, he's at least 6,000 years old because that's the earliest that we have a record of him. But also, it's not like our earliest record of him was his birth. It was just, yeah, no, he existed at least 6,000 years ago. So I kind of always assumed that. It's nice to have that like pseudo confirmation that he is much older.
I must admit, it seems that some remarkable affairs are coming to pass in the outside world. Yet there is one thing you seem to have overlooked, Lord of Geo. Back in the day, it was you that freed me from that painting. And afterwards, I took up arms in your name. Together, we first subdued Chenyu Vale, then brought peace to Mount Qingse. It was for this cause that the contract between us was made.
From that painting. Why was she trapped in a painting? That's rude.
But now that the debt has been repaid, what cause have you to expect my aid?
Zubai and I have long been friends. Given not only that you were manifested from
the Chao
within her divine form, but that you also possess a fragment of her soul. How can you purport to be the wrong white horse?
I think you'll find that we are now as separate and distinct as any two beings ever were. What once shone with radiant purity has long become dust. What you see is no longer what it was. Oh, great Lord of Geo. Should this still be unclear to you, I bid you take your leave.
It seems that the fault lies in my own lack of consideration. As you wish. I shall let this matter rest.
Wait! One moment, if you will. Should this not be your opportunity to propose a new contract? The part where you make me an offer I simply couldn't refuse?
She's like, no, this part isn't in the script. What the fuck are you doing? We didn't talk about this beforehand.
Even those puny mortals know how to haggle when striking their bargains. Should you, the famed god of contracts, not likewise strive for success through negotiation?
Times have changed, lady.
Come now, enough with the posturing. It's time to name your price.
No, she was like desperate there. Or she was like disappointed, not desperate. Like, yeah, she sounded very disappointed. She's like, come now.
Very well. I had, in truth, prepared a new contract for your consideration.
I knew you would not come before me unprepared. Yet, you should know that I want for nothing, for I live in the mountains, carefree and untroubled. Occasionally, I even find sport in teasing the mortals who stumble into my presence.
Now we know the entire context behind what the fuck Moonlit Bamboo Forest was. It was Ziqiao.
Then why persist in telling them those ancient stories? I speak of what transpired before the sky collapsed and the earth sank into itself.
She thought it was funny, exactly.
That is merely my way of passing the time. And what of it? Would any believe, much less remember, the ramblings of a mountain hermit?
We did. We sure as shit did.
Those tales have long since spread throughout the mortal realm.
Who?
Should my words prove insufficient, I invite you to see the world for yourself. To this end,
yeah, we did for a
pair of trusty guides.
Oh, that's weird to think about. We latched onto this fucker's story for half a decade. Ugh, that's so weird to think about that we played this game for that long.
The Lantern Rite is presently underway in Liyue, and should prove quite intriguing for you.
This is the equivalent of the crazed homeless person stating the pyramids were built by aliens. But like, no, that analogy falls apart because it's if the crazy person, or crazy homeless person, was actually alive during the time of the pyramids being built and witnessed them and witnessed the aliens come from the sky. Are there supposed to be 3 of her? The one Jackie embodies, the one he said is in the Jade figure. No, the one in the Jade figure is the one in the Moon Shadow. So the one that we saw in the one that we saw with the Jade figure, she wasn't really in the Jade figure. It was the Jade figure was like a catalyst to be able to see it. Yeah. The people Liyue. No, exactly. Oh, no, okay. From the point of view of someone from Liyue, yes. From a regular Liyue citizen, yes. No, she's like the homeless person that is just kind of telling weird stories. But from her perspective, it's like if that homeless person was actually alive during that point in time. Dude, there is... So me and my family's favorite speakeasy, we go like, it's on a major street in downtown Denver, and it's so Denver, like most major American cities, has a really big homeless problem. And so there is this one guy in downtown that is kind of you don't want to run into him guy. He lurks around that area of Denver, has a dog, and will rant to you about the rapture. About it, like will like yell at you for like you're gonna be left here. You're gonna be left behind because you don't believe. It's so weird. It's so strange. Yeah, and so we got to the speakeasy a little bit early one time, and we ran into the dude. We were just waiting outside, waiting for them to open up, and he comes just trotting by, and he just kind of yells at me and me and my family. He didn't even ask us for money. He just the dude just kind of started accusing us of being like non-Christian. It was so strange.
So this, then, is the contract you have prepared for me?
Indeed it is. Think of it as a contract for a one-day festive excursion.
Hell yeah. Get her to start socializing again. Come see the festival.
I do not hope to offer this in exchange for Tsubai's shade. The foundation of my very existence for a little excursion seems a little steep, wouldn't you say?
Why not see for yourself? You can always decide afterwards. The final determination, of course, shall rest with you.
Is that so? Then perhaps this deal might not be entirely off the table after all. Where then are these guides of which you speak?
Hey, it's Xiangli! Oh, we've been looking for you everywhere. We thought you might have gone missing.
You're here.
So these are my guides. Well, well. They certainly look the part, I'll give you that.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, you poor innocent little creatures. The benevolent Lord of Geo has soaked you to me.
Okay.
Which means
Don't put it like
for the
that.
rest of the day, you belong to me.
No, I don't think that's what he did.
Sold us to you? Just what have you gotten us into, Xiangli?
Yeah, apparently we're just
The
slaves now.
situation is not quite as dire as that would sound. I ask only that you accompany my Adeptus friend on a tour of Liyue.
I mean, yeah, I could do that.
I would suspect that depends on how well you entertain me.
Entertain you?
Where would you like us to take you? We have a rather colorful cast of friends. We know an opera singer. We know a couple of gay people.
Let us start with this Liyue harbor of which I have heard so much. Nowhere is quite so fascinating as a place teeming with little mortals.
A couple is an understatement, but you know, it's whatever.
Adeptus sounds so different from
Name one straight person in Liyue, true.
Okay, we'll take care of it. Get ready to find out why they call Paimon the best travel guide in all of Tibet.
Xiangling's dad. I don't know. Let her chat with Hu Tao. That'd be so funny. I was like, yeah, no, this is who the Lord of Geo is working with. Or is working for. Not even working with, working for. This little gremlin is his boss.
Not only is it Tibet's busiest port, it's also the beating heart of Liyue. So, dear Madam Adeptus, where would you like to go first?
With humble fare and wine to sip, in comfort clothed and soul at ease, one eats, and all the heart's ills cease.
So we're heading straight for the good stuff? Well, you're in luck, because Paimon's an expert when it comes to food.
No.
There are two main cooking styles in Liyue. Li cuisine, which is all about mountain delicacies, and Yue cuisine, which is centered on seafood. The most famous restaurants are Liuli Pavilion and Shinyue Kiosk. Oh, now Paimon's starting to drool.
Or if you want,
Is to go try them both. 2 meals back to back.
or like street food. Go get some Xianglings. Yeah.
Both sound like excellent options to me. Are these the kind of establishments that most people might visit on a regular basis?
No.
Not exactly. Both Li cuisine and Yue cuisine are known for their pricey ingredients. Definitely not what you'd call the budget options.
I mean, to be fair, there are some. One of the funniest things for me are places that have Michelin stars, but are just like barbecue, or kind of you have the vibe of like fast food mom and pop shop, but they have Michelin stars. I love places like that.
worry about that.
They are kind of common in the they're rather common in the American South. I don't know if this is the thing elsewhere, but like having like diners with Michelin stars is the wildest thing. Kind of putting Hu Tao in a tough spot here, Paiwan. Poor Hu Tao.
Come on, aren't you supposed to be pals with Hu Tao? I'm unsure we can afford to spend a little more of her mora at least.
Again, we are fucking rich, Paimon. What are you talking about?
Hey, all Paimon wants is to provide our Adeptus with the best possible experience here. Don't you want that too?
Not on Hu Tao's bill.
Both certainly sound like worthy choices. Just now, though, I happened to see a porter pass this way. Where might individuals like him go to eat?
A hungry porter, huh? Oh, Paimon knows just the place.
One Mean Restaurant.
Yep. Nothing fancy schmancy there. Just tasty dishes made with simple ingredients in a variety of different styles. Most importantly, it's great value for money too. No wonder everyone loves it, huh?
Thought this will finally give Zhongli somebody to drink his wine with. Oh hell yeah, he can finally stop bitching about drinking Osmantha's wine all by himself.
Oh, and the owner happens to be a good friend of ours too.
Butterfly lover? Wait, hold on. No way. Hold on. Apparently, okay, so my dad just texted me. Currently the US US figure skating like championships are happening. It's pretty much the qualifiers for the Olympics. And so apparently one of the figure skaters just did her. He texts me verbatim. One of the figure skaters just did her long program with your bird's violin piece. The only thing I think he could be referring to is the Butterfly Lovers Concerto. Because that's the closest to... the closest I can think of? But I'm not seeing any clips of it. I have to wait for it to come out, I guess. Huh, weird.
One Mean Restaurant. Yes.
Wait for my father to confirm the fact that it was Butterfly Lovers.
Lively.
There's a bunch of words I did not understand.
Down to earth. All right.
The figure skating. The figure skating. One of. I want to say it's probably close to the finals. So I play violin. My senior solo that I did, my senior like solo performance piece I did with my orchestra, was the Butterfly Lovers Concerto, which is a violin concerto written in a Chinese style. Let me pull it up. It's one of my favorite pieces of classical. It's one of my favorite like orchestral pieces. Sure. That Sorry, I had to stop myself before I listened to the entire fucking thing because God, I love this piece. But apparently, one of the figure skaters did their long program to that piece.
That's a great choice too. Alrighty, let's head over there right
It does sound good.
away.
It is so gorgeous. In the end, listen to the entire thing is like 30, 40 minutes ish, but it is so gorgeous. 35 minutes is this guy playing it. There's a version of it that was played on the Arhu, which is probably my favorite version of it. I'll put it in the Discord. It's great. It's a great listen. The version of it on the Arhu, because the Arhu can't play as slow because of physical limitations of the instrument. It's like 30 minutes, but I very highly recommend listening to the entire thing. It is fucking gorgeous.
Wameen Restaurant, here we come.
And like I love listening to it because you can hear the story. Because the story is you're like very traditional Romeo and Juliet or Secret Tunnel, like the Avatar, the Secret Tunnel, like the lovers. It's that idea of like forbidden love and all that jazz. But you can like hear the story when you listen to it. It is so cool. I fucking adore it. Anyways, hi, Mr. Mount. Hi, Xiangling.
Xiangling, Chef Now, we're here.
Oh, hello there. What a surprise to see you two. Welcome, welcome.
Probably be a very it's an incredible piece to skate to. I'm actually not surprised.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon.
Hey, Xiangling.
We're a little busy today, so grab a table while you still can. But I don't think I've met this lady before. Is she a new friend?
Okay, I'm gonna level with you, Xiangling. I need you to be normal today. I need our food to be fucking normal today, please.
You could say that.
We brought her here for Lantern Rite.
Oh, I see. Well, hey there. A friend of the Traveler's a friend of mine, too. Don't worry, we'll take good care of you.
Xiangling, go crazy. No, Xiangling, don't go crazy.
On the house.
Also, okay. Where's Guoba? Because, like... would Ziqiao know? Like...
By the way, I'm Xiangling. I cook here at Wanmin Restaurant. What?
Miss Xiangling, have you ever heard of the White Horse adaptation?
She straight up just like got... I love it when the Adepti just don't bother with cover. There's like, yeah, no, I'm an Adeptus. Fuck you on.
Of course. What about her?
I am her.
Huh? You mean...
Oh, you young'uns cracked me up. Come on, Xiangling. You've got to keep up with the times.
Yo, I'm a god. Yeah, exactly. Yes, okay. Yeah, no, it was Butterfly Lovers. I'm gonna have to wait for that to drop on, for that set to drop on YouTube, because I want to watch that shit. There's a fucking TED talk about the TED ad about the Butterfly Lovers. Anyways, hold on. I'm gonna also drop that alongside the fucking for context on the story. Okay, anyways.
Haven't you heard of cosplay? It's like a role-playing game where you dress up as famous characters and pretend to be them. Seriously, it's all the rage, and it looks like this young lady is quite the expert.
Dude. Alice, what did you do? I love Chef Mao. Just because he's like... Okay, first of all, you're gonna get smitten. Like, you're going to get smote, but then also... Like, what the fuck? The fact that her dad is telling her about cosplay. Yeah, no, it's also awesome. Do not try and boomer explain cosplay to me, old man.
Your friends sure keep their fingers on the pulse, huh, Traveler?
You're about to get smote, Chef. I'm sorry. There's I'm hip to it. He's trying his best. Hey, this is what we've got for a father figure in this game. I'm going to take it. We love Chef Mao for it.
Wow, Dad. Didn't know you were so tuned in. But how come I haven't heard about it?
That's a great question, actually. I guess you're just out of touch. You're too focused on too focused on cooking, I guess. I don't know. I mean, which is real and true and fair. Like, I don't... You'd be in the woods, true. But, like, you would think, you know, the posse that she hangs out with, right? She was hanging out with Hu Tao, like, Tongyun and Xingqiu. Like, you would expect one of them to know. Yeah, Hu Tao would know. Xingqiu would probably also know. If anybody from that like quartet wouldn't know what cosplay is, it would be Tongyun.
You gotta listen to our customers. Didn't I tell you to spend less time chasing after wild vegetables and more time making friends? You're even more out of touch than I am.
Excuse me? She was on a date earlier. Give her that much credit. Her date might be probably the most like esoteric person in the fucking entire city, but
Hey, I like making friends too. Isn't that what I'm doing right now? Anyway, even if it is just a costume, is it alright if I still call you White Horse Adeptus?
Of course it's all right. Because...
Okay. I can see you're really in that case, you can call Paimon the real traveler. Yeah, right. You could have at least switched outfits.
Puny mortals. Nevertheless, I suppose it might be amusing to indulge in your little charade for a while at least.
All right, go grab yourselves a table. I'll come take your order in a bit.
can we like give her a crash course in like the modern happenings? Like, okay, divinity isn't really a thing anymore. You gotta just like, you gotta set your ego down, girl. Really, Pop, you've gotta let your ego lie.
Hello. May I ask if Miss Xiongling and Chef Mao are here?
Now that we know that cosplay is canon, we need characters cosplaying as other characters. That'd be fun. Dude, I want to see people cosplaying as Farina. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, they're just over there. Wait a sec. So, what would you like to...
Hello, Miss Xiongling. It's me, Lu Xiongxiong, the one who broke some stuff here at your restaurant a few days ago. I just wanted you to know how sorry I am. I honestly don't know what came over me. Please...
Oh, it's you. You really gave me a fright that day, young lady. You didn't actually get food.
Come on, Dad. She's come to say it's all right, Miss Lu. You must have been feeling a bit off that day.
Ah,
You're
yeah,
looking
verbal
so much better
harassment
now,
and
though.
like property destruction. She was just feeling a little off. Like it's fine.
Why don't you grab a table too? This one's on the house.
You know,
No,
Hey, it's totally okay. We all feel under the weather sometimes.
and have a
Especially when we're
mental
away from
episode. You know,
home.
it's whatever.
Yikes. Looks like all the tables are taken.
Girl, you need to get more tables back here. 3 is not enough.
Wanna come sit with us? We've got an extra seat over here. Thanks, guys. So what would you like to eat today?
I should very much...
It wasn't poison.
So that's one portion of blackback perch stew. How about you guys?
They generally have to expand. Yeah, no, they do. No, it's not. They would probably be like, you know, it could be more profitable if they put more fucking tables there because they're a popular place. Also, howdy, Hilo. Welcome in.
Paimon wants... Sure thing. Looks like Paimon's having trouble making up her mind. Anyway, let me think. Well, since the blackback perch stew is on the spicier side, I guess it makes sense to balance it out with a serving of stir-fried shrimp. And since it's Lantern Rite season, you better try out the triple-layered consommé and come and get it too. Those are our seasonal specialties. As for the carbs, since we've got a full table, how about some right at home? Along with our special chili mince cornbread buns. Trust me, you won't be disappointed.
And they have shit house a waitress. Yeah, that's true. Northern Bank Fatouer having a day in the background. I love it. I love the fact that just Fatouer just having a day. Like, no, it's coworkers going to lunch together. It's kind of the vibe I get from them. They need to build a deck. Yeah, I know they do.
Then for dessert, I'll whip you up some Lucky Snow Delight. I just came up with it a few days ago.
No. Normal, Xiangling, normal, please. We need normal here.
Wow! Sounds like...
Am I the only one who thinks that's way too much?
There's 4 people in a Paimon. We'll be fine.
Not at all. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. And to top it all off, our star dish, Adeptus Temptation. You should know that we don't often serve this here at Wanmin Restaurant.
Why do you not appreciate Xiangling's culinary endeavors? She has a history of doing weird shit with her food. I mean, it always turns out great. She's a great cook, but she like has a history of being very experimental with her food. And to be fair, I trust her enough, but also we have a literal adepti here. I want, like, we should go safe, right? We should go a little normal. I'm just saying.
Since this is my first time cooking for the White Horse Adeptus, I'm pulling out all the stops. Okie dokie, just sit back and relax. I'll have your dishes out in no time.
She's a horse that should be fine. True. Better than eating slop, I guess.
Hold on. Did I just hear Miss Xiangling mention the White Horse Adeptus?
Keep your fucking voices down. People are looking at us.
You did indeed. And you're looking right at her.
You're looking at her. Oh, I didn't know.
That's a joke, by the way.
Signature blacksmith's hoop skirt.
Oh, I see. Phew. Almost believed you there for a moment.
Tell me, little one, what business might you have with the White Horse Adeptus?
Yeah, so your your other alter did some shit to her.
It's a long story. Basically, a while back,
More or
I took
less.
part in an archaeological dig over at the chasm. While we were there, we discovered a number of relics. Our findings show that they date back to the era of Long Gone, an ancient nation whose people are said to have been the ancestors of some of the modern-day inhabitants of Chenyu Vale.
And why might such matters concern the White Horse Adeptus?
Because some of those relics not only seem to contain textual references to her, but even depictions of what she looked like.
With two random people. Those are Fatui ship for Lantern Knight, yeah. Just the random ass background NPCs. No, I like to think that like the Fatui are like people that like the delegates from Northland Bank, or like delegates from the bank, from the Fatui to to oversee the bank. But like then the other two just regular US citizens or regular US citizens that just happen to work there too. Like just regular ass bankers.
There have long been legends claiming that the White Horse Adeptus was a deity of that era, but there are plenty of other theories out there too. If I could just locate some more detailed records, I'm sure we'd be able to find out so much more.
So you're into history?
Well, to tell you the truth, I actually joined the archaeological team by sheer accident.
To ask an archaeologist if they're into history is so dumb.
Something of myself.
It's like if you asked an author, "Oh, you're into words," like it's so reductive. Like no, it's like if you asked a baker if they're into flour. Like, dude? What are you doing?
Recently, though, things seem to have taken a turn for the worse. I still can't believe I caused such a mess and even ended up hurting someone.
Oh, so you're considering becoming a martial artist now instead?
No, I mean, they weren't seriously hurt. It was just a few scratches, and they let it go after my mother compensated them. Either way, my career is pretty much over. And even though both the victim and the Ministry of Civil Affairs say they won't be pursuing the matter any further, my father says he's going to punish me according to our family rules.
Oh, wow. Okay, now I kind of feel bad for her. Oof.
Family rules?
It's honor to your whole family. It's honor to you. It's honor to your cow.
Yeah, he's decided to ground me. I'll have to return to Chaoying Village after Lantern Rite, and goodness knows when I'll be allowed to leave again.
Xiangzheng about to be locked in the shed for 3 weeks is wild.
Wow, that's harsh. Sounds like the kind of thing only rich, super traditional parents would do.
Yep. Which is why I feel bad for her. Because, you know, the China-inspired region. And you're talking about family rules. No, you're fucked. you are fucked. Like, that's the technical term.
We're not exactly rich, though. All we own are a few tea fields in Chaoying Village and a guest house in Liyue Harbor.
That's all we own. Yeah, okay. You just own a guest house. It's the most out-of-touch shit I've ever heard.
A guest house? It isn't Baiju Guest House by any chance?
So Boss Lu, oh.
Yep, he's my grandfather. So, you've heard of the guest house before?
Typical, yeah. That's the... I mean, okay. If she had to just stop that we own a couple tea fields, that would be reasonable, right? Because that was like what most people owned, like, in quote-unquote owned, at the time, right? Like, for most of China's history, you owned probably a rice field or two. That was like what you did. If she had to just stop there, I could have believed that. Maybe she's a little bit more well off than most other like people, but her family owns a couple fields. Then she goes to the guest house. I'm like, okay, yeah, but you know, just a real estate in Liyue Harbor. It's a reasonable thing to own.
Small world, huh?
Yes.
Come to think of it, didn't Boss Lu mention something about hoping that the White Horse Adeptus would show up and let her divine power be known?
It's like if you owned a fucking hotel in New York City, and you're like, yeah, no, my grandpa, he just owns a place in New York City,
Sure, but Paimon's guessing this wasn't exactly what he had in mind.
like on Manhattan.
Little one, it sounds to me that your family is rather well off after all. What then drew you to archaeology? Why subject yourself to such unnecessary hardships?
Even if I stayed at home, there's no guarantee I'd lead a nice, easy life. Just look at my father. Recently, my grandfather put him in charge of the guest house, and he came up with a bunch of ideas right away, starting with changing its name. That didn't turn out well, though. My grandfather yelled at him for days, even calling him a bad son, and they still hadn't let it go.
Oh! Paimon thinks we might have heard about that too.
Might have.
Long story short, being dependent on others is never fun. You just end up being completely under their thumb.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I want to make it on my own out here, no matter how hard it is. After all, as the saying goes, to rise above others, one must endure the hardest
I was
of
literally just about to make a fucking Elon Musk joke. I was gonna go like, this is his daughter. Like, we've got like the rich side of the family that are still doing all the rich shit. Xiang is like his daughter, is like Elon Musk's daughter. She's just doing her thing, just off to the side. She doesn't want to be associated with them, which fair.
What's so funny about that?
You poor, innocent little creatures never fail to amuse me. To think you would endure all manner of hardships in your brief time on this mortal plane, and all that merely to rise above others. I would have thought that the wiser path would be to simply roam this world as I do.
What do you mean roam this world? You stay in a forest in a mountain.
Huh? Tell me, what is it that you truly delight in? Archaeology? Martial arts? Tea planting? Or perhaps
You
the
don't
keeping
roam
of a
shit,
guest
bro.
house?
Just be homeless.
What I delight in?
Hey, I prefer the term vagrant. Better.
Yes. Surely there
I think
must be something
isn't there
you
technically
don't
like
find quite so
a
exhausting.
distinction
Whatever
between
delights you should not feel like,
like
a burden.
vagrant and hobo or something along those lines? Like there's like a definitional distinction between them. I forget what it is, but
But do things like that really exist?
I think it is.
Of course. Take Miss Xiangling, for instance. I defy you to detect even a hint of hardship on her face when she wields her walking spatula. So, since it seems you are resolved to tread the rocky path, you should strive with all your might to pursue that which brings you delight.
Which, side note, if you guys haven't watched Vagrant Holiday on YouTube, very highly recommend it. One of my favorite art projects on the site. Yeah, no, just look up Vagrant Holiday, watch all the videos on his channel. It's kind of hard to watch because it reminds you of, you know, the deep pandemic, but like it's such an interesting piece of work.
You mean, like cosplay?
I suppose you might say that.
She can't escape the fucking cosplayer allegations.
Looks like the White Horse Adeptus is really getting into her role.
I think I get what you mean then. Maybe I should have a chat with Miss Xiongling before I head home.
Okay, everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's your food.
I love the idea of talking to Xiangling about just like following your dreams and doing what you really love. When like, you know, the discussion here implies that Xiangling has like insightful like perspective on what she's just a creature that just kind of does things. Like you cannot tell me that Xiangling has ever had a single moment of like doubt or questioning of her identity or whatever. She is like no brains, just kind of exists. She's like a dog, right? She gives me such golden retriever energy of she's just happy to exist and do what she likes to do.
Wow, it all smells so good.
So like you're not gonna get anything helpful out of her.
Ooh, finally, I get to try that famous poisonous stew.
Like we said, it's not. Boy, okay, whatever. You don't doubt yourself in your dreams. You can't really call yourself otherwise. I don't know if that's true.
Hey, didn't you hear what Shang said? It wasn't the stew. If anyone's
Lost
to
it
blame,
on
it's
you.
that other you. What's up?
How fiercely this mortal fare burns upon the tongue.
Yeah, it's called capsaicin. For some reason, we love it. I don't. Okay, when you think about it, isn't it so strange that we actively decide to put a chemical in our mouths that simulate the sensation of burning? Like, when you really think about it, the fact that we love capsaicin as much as we do is so weird. Yeah, exactly. Plants use capsaicin as a defense mechanism, which is weird. I also just hold on. I'm making a bit. Hold on. Okay, that's the entire bit. So with caffeine, yeah. Fun fact, coffee and tea developed caffeine completely independently of each other. They do not have their caffeine as a defense mechanism was developed entirely at like roughly the same time on entirely different sides of the family tree. They didn't inherit it from like a common ancestor or something. They just did the same thing at the same time. It's really cool. Pretty more or less, yeah. The exact same molecule.
Most satisfying as poisonous stews go. So where to now? Time, I think, to seek out some diversion.
Okay, if you're gonna insist on calling something poisonous, do it to like alcohol or something, not just perfectly inane stew.
There's plenty of entertainment options in Liyue, Paimon will tell you that. The locals like to drink tea, walk their pets, play chess, watch operas, attend storytelling performances.
Storytelling performances?
You know, like listening to people telling stories.
If it's
They're
spicy,
usually
it's
based on old
technically
Leo
poisonous.
legends.
Is it though?
Stuff like the divine damsel of devastation, through the eyes of a dragon, or the sanctification
Don't
of
remind me.
Taldo.
Don't remind me of last year.
What about the story of the bright moon that sits in the sky above us?
That is wow. That one has not been written yet.
Paimon doesn't think she's heard that one. Still, the moon does come up quite a lot. It's even in the name itself. The Yua in Liyue actually means moon.
That is true. I forget what the Li is. What the Li stands for. Hold on. What's the Li mean? I know Yi is moon. Glass or similar thing. Oh, interesting. I'm sad I wasn't capturing my display there because you guys couldn't see the Steam notification I just got. It's a gay Slenderman is playing Overwatch.
Since we're on the subject, you like telling stories yourself, right? Why don't we go check it out?
Yeah, it's a chat should play not exactly. Yeah, one of my friends on one of my friends on Steam is gay Slenderman, and she like she'll like DM people on Steam with like my pronouns, find them. It's a good bit. I love it. Overwatch is getting resurgence of players. People are trying to get me to play Overwatch. I have resisted the temptation to play Overwatch since fucking like middle school. People are trying to get me to do it.
In
I cannot do it.
I'll have to trouble the two of you to lead the way.
Capsaicin it's a defense mechanism for you know, against like bugs. It's a natural herbicide, but but like also chocolate is poisonous to dogs, but it's not poison. It's not. We don't classify it as a poison to us. So like, yeah.
Awesome! Let's go! Third round knockout, here we come!
But by that logic, caffeine is a poison if it's meant to be a natural herbicide, because it is. It's just a stimulant.
Tongue twister. I'd have made a complete fool of myself if I tried to say it on stage without practicing it first. Huh. Call yourself Iron Tongue Tien. Wobbly Tongue Tien, more like.
My man was practicing a Modern Major General.
I used to have that problem a lot.
Or like, not getting married today. Okay. Modern Major General gets like is known for being like the hard Broadway song for diction and whatnot, but I'm unpopular opinion here. I personally think not getting married today is harder. It is ridiculously fast. For those that haven't heard it, hold on. Modern Major General. Okay. Yes. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, y'all will be familiar with Modern Major General. That's the entire song. But the thing with this is it's very measured. And once you get the diction, like once you can speed up into it very easily. And it's written in a way to like facilitate, like chopper rapping. It's written in a way to facilitate the speed. This is not nearly as much as that.
Pardon me, is everybody there? Because if everybody's there, I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. I'd appreciate your going even more. I mean, you must have lots of better things to do, and not a word of it to Paul. Remember, Paul, you know the man I'm gonna marry, but I'm not because I wouldn't.
She's taking actually rather slow. The
for the gifts and the flowers. Thank you all. Now back to the showers. Don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today.
The studio recording from it is so much faster. It is ridiculous.
Pardon me, is everybody there? Because if everybody's there, I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. I'd appreciate you going even more. I mean, you must have lots of better things to do, and not a word of it to Paul. Remember, Paul, you know the man.
The fact that
but I'm not, because I wouldn't ruin anyone as wonderful as he is.
seeing this live was wild.
Thank you all. Now it's back to the showers. Don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today.
This ending sequence that just goes fucking insane.
Look for Harry. Don't just. I don't know what you're waiting for. A wedding. What's a wedding?
You know, it's this part. This sequence is insane. The stream is gonna get copyrighted easy, but you know, it's fine.
Right next to my suicide note.
It's wild.
Listen, everybody, look, I don't know what you're waiting for. A wedding. What's a wedding? It's a prehistoric ritual where everybody promises fidelity forever, which is maybe the most horrifying word I've ever heard, and which is followed by a honeymoon where suddenly he'll realize he's settled with a net and want to kill me when she says, listen, thanks a bunch, but
Anyways, yeah, this song is insane. That's my unpopular opinion. I think it's harder.
But if you just take your time to grasp the meaning and commit it to memory, you'll be able to say it smoothly in no time.
So as I know, it's absurd. There was, I think the guy that we saw. So, when me and my mom went to go see Company, which is where the musical that's from, our showing of the showing that was touring or is touring, I don't know, is gender swapped. And so the main character, instead of a guy named Bill, it's this lady named Bill, and a bunch of the people in the thing, like all of the main songs, I think, are gender flipped, which is really cool. But they decided to keep the marriage of that marriage as a gay relationship. And so the guy that we saw perform that song has done it. I think he did it in an interview where he said, like, no, this is like the hardest thing I have ever fucking done. Sorry, choke. Like, he did an interview about like how difficult that song is to do, because it is absurd.
You're right, Miss Yoon. I'll give it another try.
Especially if you decide to take it faster, because the entire point of it is like the speed of it is supposed to emulate anxiety, right? Racing thoughts and not being sure about things, and being nervous and scared, and like, oh, what if he doesn't love me? What if I don't really love him? Like, yada yada. You know, before getting married. And the ending of the song is that, like, or the ending of that sequence is them like reconciling, like calming the singer down. It's really cool effect. And people will take it slower because it's easier to perform, but it loses a lot of the sense of urgency and anxiety when you take it slower. So the song, as for it to be a good performance of the song, you kind of have to take it faster, which sucks.
Traveler and Paimon, we meet again. And
that's why the video I pulled up there initially I clicked off of, because it's way too slow, in my opinion.
You may call me the White Horse Adeptus.
I don't think just anyone can sing that. No, yeah, exactly. You have to fucking practice that shit. There's a reason that's like one of the only things that character does in the entire show, is like, that character is getting married today. That's about it. Like, obviously they have a couple of lines during Bill's birthday party, because like that's the frame narrative of the entire show, so they show up to Bill's birthday party, but like, that's really all they do in the show is getting married today, because like, it's fucking hard. They do getting married today and like some ensemble work, and that's it.
The White Horse Adeptus?
She's not really an adeptus.
She's just a cosplayer. It's fine. Whatever.
Well, it certainly looks like a lot of fun.
You're talking.
Oh, funny you mention it. This type of thing is actually something I'm quite familiar with.
Iron Tongue Tien is a furry. Confirmed. Okay.
Once, to perform through the eyes of a dragon,
He's a closeted
I decided
furry.
to imagine that I was Rex Lapis himself. It was the only way to truly inhabit his mindset and understand his resolve to quell those.
Okay, so then in this case, it would be a Scaly.
Sounds like you just wanted an excuse to feel all big and
Yeah,
powerful.
he's a Scaly.
Hey, that's... You just don't understand how inspiration works.
You're one to talk. Paimon's traveled all over with the Traveler, and she's seen things that would make your jaw drop.
Is that not blasphemy? They don't fucking care about it anymore. Zhongli doesn't care about it anymore.
All right, then.
Is it blasphemy if your god is chill about it?
Why don't you prove it by reciting an ancient poem?
Like, that would be so fucking funny if, like, there's this like religious code that like the say like the Catholic Church has said, and like there's like all these things that are blasphemous, and just like the big G just comes down one day to like is like, no, this ain't the rapture. I just want to say you're good, you're chill. Don't worry about it. I don't care. Like, imagine. Except yeah, it's Venti.
An ancient poem? Which one?
That would be so funny if like this god comes down and says, yeah, you know, it's not blasphemy to say fuck you, or like it's not blasphemy to say like my name in vain. I don't care. I'm chill. I understand how linguistics works. Whatever.
Ha! See? You mean to tell me you've never even heard of the ancient poem?
I mean,
called
Jesus. Yeah, no, true.
Ancient poem?
That's an interesting name for an ancient poem.
What kind of a title is that?
Quit teasing, Paimon. We only just found out about that ourselves. He's talking about the writing on those ancient relics.
See if you called like an old book, the old book.
When we first saw it, we couldn't figure out what it all meant. So in the meantime, we decided to just
Okay.
refer to it as an ancient poem.
So it's like saying a poem is untitled.
However, thanks to the painstaking work of the scholars who were tasked with decoding it, it seems like that's exactly what it was. Or rather, an ode offered in veneration of the moon and the White Horse Adeptus.
Oh yeah! Didn't Kuching mention that before? It's got something to do with Longon, right?
That is correct. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has issued a notice stating that, although it is true that the moon may disappear tonight, we should be in no danger. In other words, there's nothing to fear. But if you're worried, we can always take a leaf from the Book of the Ancients. By reciting this poem, I mean, and calling for the White Horse Adeptus's aid. If we do that, I'm certain she'll protect our moon and keep us safe.
Whoa, seriously? Paimon has to get a look at this.
Under moon eternal and radiant night, a maiden grants silk soft and light. Under moon iridescent and night divine, a maiden grants fiber for cloth so fine. Under moon of frost and night so great, a maiden grants tools divine to divine our fate. The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown, and from earth life is grown. The seedlings stretch, the corpse crop with the corpse. Who towpilled? The crops do rise, and all unfolds before our eyes. Fruits are gathered, sweet wine is poured. These gifts we offer to our Lord. Pure as heaven, so fair and bright, she shines as light in this dark night. And with her does this wish take flight. A silk song? Skongers, wake up.
Under moon eternal in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light.
Skongers.
What in that's supposed to mean?
Skongers, rise up.
Under moon, it's something about fields being plowed, something else about seeds being sown from the earth. Seriously? What is
The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth, life is grown.
Whoa! You did that without even looking!
Shaw.
Bravo! Bravo! We have an expert in our midst.
I got Silk Song. I still have it. I need to get back into it. Maybe that's another March game. I have so many games. Okay. It's funny because like in Discord, I was asking y'all to give me suggestions for things that we could do because I have a thing happening in March. Wink, wink. So I'm going to be streaming a lot, and like I need something to do to fill the airtime, like a bunch of airtime. And so I asked the people like Discord. I asked the Discord earlier a couple days ago, and you guys gave me so many suggestions for it. I was like, okay, well now I feel like I have too much. Like I mean, I'd rather have too much than not enough. But like, what we've got, I have Persona 4 that I want to play. I need to finish Nier Automata, Phantom Said Signalis, Silk Song could also be another one, but also I want to do some coding streams. Like, there's a bunch that I want to do, but I cannot tell if I will have enough time or not, like, genuinely. Because I got balance. That makes sense. That game is addicting.
Looks like this young lady really does know her role inside out.
I mean...
if I didn't know any better, I'd have taken her for the real deal.
Well, Subathon March. I mean... No, but not far off.
That's because
you guys will have
I
to wait.
am the real deal.
I'm not gonna talk about it until it's confirmed, but similar things have been confirmed earlier today, so it's not unlikely that it will be during stream. I'll be so straight up, it might happen during stream. We'll see.
That's the spirit. This is exactly the kind of mindset I was talking about. Behold, mortals, I am none other than the indomitable Rex Lapis himself.
Kneel before my... Yeah, no, he wouldn't.
Before my godly splendor.
I'm not technically under an NDA, but like, I don't want to say anything until the announcement is put out, but I want to talk about it, but I'm not gonna, so I'm just gonna wink at it. I'm just gonna kind of wink at y'all. Look at my Twitter.
Believe me, young lady, I know exactly why you do it.
Hey, join the Discord. I've been avoiding that platform.
I was
It's great.
just like you.
I highly recommend. I was thinking, oh god, a lot of prepping I need to do for that.
I must
an
say,
entire
you
month of
are
prep,
rather amusing
forgetting
as
to do it.
mortals go.
Miss White Horse Adeptus, it is a great pleasure to make your acquaintance today. I have some questions regarding the poem, and I was wondering, perhaps, if you might be able to shed some light on it?
You want me to explain the full meaning of its verses?
Your guidance would be much appreciated.
See, to be fair, if I showed up to a con in a Hu Tao cosplay, I would 100% give like the fucking rants on her poetry and her shit and lore.
Fascinating.
That's all I'm saying.
Tell me, do all the people of Liyue still express such reverence for the ancient ways?
Well, it's true that we hold a deep fondness for our history, but it is hardly our only pursuit. One of my good friends, for instance, is even more devoted to the modern Fontanian art of rock and roll.
Boomer discovers rock and roll.
Exactly! And don't forget, great practitioners of the role-playing arts walk among us too. People like me and you, young lady.
Calling her a role player is really funny. Calling rock and roll a modern Fontanian art. It's also, okay. I do gripe with that very slightly because I know this is a fictional game. I know, I get it. But like Rock is black. That's like an indisputable fact, right? It comes from blues. Rock is black. That is very important to the identity of the genre of music. And to say that it comes from Fontaine, the French place, is a little weird to me. It just irks me. I don't like that's yeah, I don't know. It just irks me a little bit. And I understand fictional world. It's got to come from somewhere. The only one where it really isn't like thematically clashing is Fontaine, because Fontaine is supposed to be like the modern region that has more modern representations and is inspired by a period of time that would have lined up with Rock, but also it's a different part of the world, different culture. Yeah, it bugs me. Not Natland, but yeah, that too. Yeah, I don't know. It irks me a little bit, especially because Xinyan is a very poor excuse for a black person. So like they seemingly recognize it at least a little bit. But then they're like, oh yeah, no, it's from Fontaine. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You were so close to at least having something about Xinyan not be very insensitive. Like, come on. Yeah, it did. Sometimes. And part of me gets it because, you know, China is so culturally not insulated, but like kind of like in China, you like this. It's like it's the TikToks you see of darker skinned folks walking around China and them getting weird looks because that's just not something you see very much in China, like as a Chinese person. But like I still have an expectation for a game that is so good at representing different cultures to do a little bit more due diligence than our one black person or like I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. That's my rant.
Yes. So rather than placing too much emphasis on our reverence for the ancient ways,
because I am also of the very strong opinion that
each with a voice of its own.
Everybody, all the other darker skinned characters in this game are tan and not black. The Xinyan is the closest it gets.
I see. Then I suppose it wouldn't do any harm for me to enlighten you. In truth, it is but a simple poem of blessings. Its meaning is this. As the eternal moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the kudzu vines and mulberry leaves, so that they may be used to make coarse cloth that is nevertheless soft, light, and comfortable to wear.
I don't hate this translation. I would have to read the original poem, but I do kind of like how it's translated, because in the Chinese is probably like what she's doing here is expanding out the poem and adding the the inherent context and like the omitted grammatical words and all that jazz. It's probably what this section is in the original translation. The Astra has a darker skin tone than playable. Yeah, exactly.
As the iridescent moon rises in the night sky,
Like this
a
is
maiden
pretty
adorned with
decent.
lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the kudzu vines and hemp so that they may be used to make fine, luxurious cloth. As the frost moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the mugwort and artemisia so that they may be perfect for divination.
So she really did come down from the moon?
She shows the people how to use the plow and spade to purge the land of weeds, till the soil, and heap up the earth to make it fertile. Then with the hoe, she teaches them to sow their grain, bestowing the promise of life upon every seed. She blesses the millet and the beans, ensuring that their stalks and vines stretch forth without end. She graces the wheat and the rice, so that their heavy heads are filled with plump, glistening grain.
Sounds like she's a real pro at all this farming stuff.
Sonnet smokes weed confirmed. She gives me I have anxiety and I need to smoke weed to calm down vibes.
The fruits of the field are harvested and brewed into sacred wine for honored guests. This we reverently present to the divine maiden, with every ceremonial step flawlessly observed, so that
Also,
she may witness the depth of our piety and respect.
I have been like permanently sold on the concept of warm alcohol. I don't know why we don't drink warm alcohol in the West. Like, it's an experience, dude. It's so good.
Oh, divine maiden, how can your graceful presence in the sky not seem like that of a fairy descending from the heavens?
Or at least in the States. I don't know about, maybe, yeah, like, I don't know. However you pronounce it, I don't know. But, like, actually physically warm alcohol is so good. I don't know why it's not more commonplace in the West, at least, if not at all. Because, like, in the States, it's not something that you find anywhere, really. Unless you go to, like, a sushi place to get warm sake or like something along those lines. You just don't see it, and it just confuses me because like it's awesome. It slaps so hard.
Oh, divine maiden, how does your pure and radiant form not resemble the guardian spirit of our land? I send my heart's desire ascending to the heavens, beseeching you to
Heart's
grant
Desire
us good
reference.
fortune and blessings in the coming year.
I'm still waiting for that book to become relevant to the lore. When is Heart's Desire going to be relevant? That's still my favorite book in the game.
That's what it's supposed to mean?
I find myself speechless, moved beyond the power of words
Yeah.
to convey.
I do not know.
young
I've never heard of
lady.
this though.
You have shown me the heights to which a true role player might aspire.
In Washington Heights. Sorry. I've been listening to that musical a lot. Mulled wine. Warm spiced cocktail made by simmering red wine. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. I don't think I've had this, but I think I've heard of it. But yeah, no, just warm alcohol in general is just... That's not cider. Cause like there are like, I mean, okay, we do have like alcoholic ciders that you drink warm in the States during like Christmas-ish area. But like that's like the only thing I can think of. And it's not very common to drink it warm. But like, dude, a warm thing of sake on like a cold night. Oh.
A truly remarkable performance. I did not anticipate that anyone could unravel this poem with such depth and clarity, and so soon after the Ministry of Civil Affairs notice, too. I'd even begun to consider myself somewhat versed in the matter, but as they say, There's always someone more knowledgeable out there. Allow me to extend my thanks to you, Miss Whitehorse Adeptus.
Ah, yes. She's just really well researched, guys.
You are far too humble, young one.
She's really. I
must
mean, to be
confess,
fair,
it is
they are
I who have
kind
been
of.
surprised.
This is
Not
a.
only
This is
by
a very.
you,
This is a very
also by this
applicable.
Leroy Harbor of the present day.
This is a very applicable situation, like a very good situation in which to apply Occam's razor. It's great.
Ah, so you're not from Liyue. And what, may I ask, has surprised you about it?
In cold areas, warm wine is more common, so perhaps is also because a big part of the states is warmer. But like, no, because that's it. Just like I've been all over the states, you just don't see it. Like for some reason, we just don't think of drinking alcohol as a as something that should be comforting almost. Or that can be as comforting. I don't know. It's a really weird cultural thing that I kind of hate. But because like every alcoholic drink you find, unless it is like a weird cocktail here and there, is gonna be in ice, or is gonna be on the rocks, or at least chilled or room temp. Worst case, it's gonna be room temp. Like it's the association of like a cold beer exactly has like it's the association of like a cold beer being a refreshing thing, a nice way to wind down for the day. And like I understand it because a lot of alcohol that we get here in the States is also tends to be very rich, and the coldness kind of takes the edge off of that. But then also here in the States we also just like drinking cold liquid. Like I never realized how weird it is that Americans just really like ice in their water. I did not realize that until embarrassingly recently, that it is weird for how much ice we put in our water. I personally don't, because I have sensitive teeth, so I can't drink ice cold water. I drink I mostly drink like room temperature water, but like I didn't realize how weird it was.
Oh, it's nothing really. Just some old memories scattered here and there. Very well, my guides. I suppose it is time we set forth on the next part of our excursion.
It's always over ice, regardless of its
I'd
spirits.
like to go
Yeah.
see that wharf now. What say the two of you?
Put in beers. Okay, yeah, no, we don't put ice in beers. We just chill the beer. We're not that weird.
No problem. We'll take you wherever you want.
I will give Americans a lot of shit for all the weird shit that we do, but putting ice in beer is not one of those things.
Oh, leaving so soon?
We do not do that.
Before you go, allow me to
We're not that
introduce
bad.
myself. I am Yunjin, director of the Yunhan Opera Troupe.
My own name is scarcely worth mentioning, but since you asked, perhaps...
Huh? So, it...
Of course not. Its real title is Odes of Long Zabai.
Odes of Long Zabai.
All right then, until we meet again.
Now I love the idea of showing up to a fucking frat party and just nonchalantly putting ice in a beer. That would be so fucking. That would be such a good way of sowing chaos. Unfortunately, I'm not a woman, so I cannot go to a frat party without being in a frat. However, it's still something I want to do one day. That'd be fun. Genuinely war might start. It would be so funny. Beer chilled or boiled the crabs. Boil the beer alive with crabs. Got you and Yanve. Oh, hello, you two. Where are your girlfriends? Went to parties or drunk alcohol.
I almost forgot
Yeah.
to mention. On my recent trip to Notcry, I came across something really fascinating in the Frostmoon Scion's library.
Although, okay, to be so, I don't know if you guys have watched it, but there's a YouTuber, Joseph Newton. He did the videos on cursed units, and so he he recently released the third episode of it, and he talks about a bridge that's a bridge that's measured in smoots, which Oliver Smoot is the name of a dude a frat made him measure the entire bridge in his own body lengths as like a hazing ritual. And this dude, who is Australian, goes, "It sounds like a cult to me." And like, I'm just smirking to myself the entire time I'm watching that. I'm like, yeah, no, it is. Because that's what frats are. It's so, I don't know, it's just, but like, it's so also culturally core to the United States. I don't know. Frats are fascinating. If you're not from the US, I very highly recommend you look into the shit. Just if you're ever curious, look into the history of fraternities, why they exist, and the shit that they get up to. It is awesome. It's hilarious. There's a reason why we, like, Americans aren't concerned about frats, because they're so fucking funny. Look so weird. They are. Okay, when you really think about it, right? When you really think about it, fraternities are fucking strange concepts, because they are practically cults, but also not, because you don't really have a cult leader. You're not like idealizing something. It's not a weird like twist of faith or anything. It's just an identity. It's an extra identity, and it's a group of people that you spend most of your time with. You do sometimes you live in the same house and with your other like frat members, same with sororities. Which it's weird that it's so gendered, but that's another issue. But like the reason why fraternities exist is because college kids, before fraternities really became a thing, college kids would party still. I think it might be a prohibition thing, actually. College kids would party, and they would get in trouble with law enforcement. And so law enforcement would go to the colleges that they attended to, like, bitch about them and whatnot, and to hold the college liable. And so the colleges were like, yo, I'm going to strike a deal. We're going to make this thing, this, like, we're going to turn fraternities, this idea that we inherited from, I think, like British schooling systems or like universities from Europe. But they were like, we're going to take these student bodies and we're going to turn you guys into like entities that will take the blame so that we don't have to do it. So that we don't have to deal with the rowdy kids. That's the reason why fraternities exist. It's because colleges just didn't want to deal with law enforcement. Obviously, that's paraphrased, but like, in effect, that's what they are. They are bodies separated from the university so that law enforcement has to go to the fraternity instead of the university themselves. Or if law enforcement goes to the university, they can point at the fraternity and say, no, deal with them, not us. It's not us, them. They're the ones responsible. It's really hilarious.
I found records in their collection of another divine.
It's just the entire concept is the most college thing ever. I love it.
A divine envoy on the moon. You don't think it could have been referring to the White Horse Adeptus too, do you?
No way to say for sure. Still, the similarities between our legends are intriguing, to say the least. Isn't it amazing? Especially when you consider how far apart we are.
It truly is. We might live in different lands,
But when we look up at the night sky, we all see the same moon and stars. Right? It's like we're all bound together, no matter where we are.
You know what? If
When you think of it like that, it's almost as if our friends from other nations will be right here celebrating with us.
if Gansing wasn't so
thought?
yes, I could get behind these two.
No wonder you were so excited to go see the giant lantern when you first got back. Sounds like you're a real fan of the White Horse Adeptus, huh?
Has got any voice different? I don't know. I think so.
I guess you could say that. Just a pity she's so elusive.
I think it is, yeah.
Even Granny's never met her.
I think we were talking about that last stream, actually.
Maybe she really is just a legend after all.
Hey, Yanfei and Ganyu! Trust Paimon.
No,
The White Horse
Kuching's is
Adeptus
different.
is as
I don't know
real
about
as
Ganyu.
real can be.
Huh? Oh, look! It's the Traveler and Paimon! Feels like I haven't seen you two in, like, forever. Happy Lantern Rite. It's so good to see you again.
Saw you in Nodcrack a couple weeks ago.
Hey, you two. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Did I hear you right just now, Paimon? Does that mean you've actually seen the White Horse Adeptus?
Ta-da.
She has indeed. And now, so have you.
Huh? And you are?
Did you not hear her?
Why, who else? The White Horse Adeptus, of course.
To be fair, if anybody here is gonna believe it, it's gonna be these two, because they're not humans.
Could you maybe start with something else next time?
You're the White Horse Adeptus?
You don't have to pretend, Traveler. It's literal, adeptal blood in both of them. If anybody's gonna be chill about it and understand and actually believe it, it's gonna be these two. The Chow would not stop saying she's the White Horse Adeptus. She's just got too much of an ego.
That's right. Allow Paimon to introduce you to our new friend, Zachao.
God, you follow, yeah, exactly.
He obsessed with cosplaying the White Horse Adeptus ever since.
I see. Well then, greetings, Mr. Chow. My name is Yanfei, and recently I've been low-key obsessed with learning everything I can about the White Horse Adeptus.
New headcanon. Yanfei is a normal, well-adjusted person, and Hu Tao is into, like, brain rot. And so she picks up all the new lingo and shit from Hu Tao while she's scrolling.
I'm sure the two of you will get along like a house on fire. Oh, and by the way, I'm Ganyu.
So, Mr. Chow, you must be here to see the giant lantern too, right?
Hmm? A horse-shaped Zhao lantern? Is that what I think it is?
She's so excited.
That's right. A lantern made to honor the White Horse Adeptus
Her ego is
herself.
through the roof right
Isn't
now.
it gorgeous?
It's like, yeah, I'm hot. Hell yeah.
Huh? What are you laughing at?
This implies that Genshin has the internet. I'm more thinking like in an AU situation, but I mean, I don't know.
Both the lantern and myself.
What do you mean?
Oh, this lantern truly is an artistic masterpiece. But tell me this, have any of you ever seen a horse before?
Are we finally broaching the subject? Are we finally broaching this subject? They're fucking teasing us.
Come to think of it, Paimon can't remember ever actually seeing one.
Sound Kaya, no, exactly.
What about you, Traveler?
Me neither. I mean, I have, but not here. So, like, why is Kaya called a cavalry
This
captain?
horse appears to be mid-trot, but it has adopted what is called a lateral gait, where the legs on one side of the body move together in unison. A rather rare sight indeed.
I don't know, guys. I'm not really familiar with the Zuma.
Just now, I suddenly pictured myself I mean, the White Horse Adeptus running the same way. The image was so absurd, I could barely contain my mirth.
Oh, really? I never knew that. You learn something every day, huh?
Oh, come on! It's basically a giant piece of fan art! Who cares if it's different than the original?
So why laugh at yourself?
I was merely laughing at my own ignorance. I came here thinking that the White Horse Adeptus's tale had been long forgotten. Yet here I am, gazing upon a lantern made in her honor.
Well, you couldn't have been more mistaken. There are so many tales about the White Horse Adeptus, I'm starting to lose count. Just off the top of my head...
Don't feed her ego. Yanfei, no, stop.
Just so you know,
Stop.
we've heard
Yep.
it all like a million times before.
Yep.
Uh-huh. But there's one thing I can guarantee that you haven't.
Bet.
Huh? You mean like an...
Mm-hmm. And I heard it from Ganyu just yesterday. Hey, why don't you share it with the others?
Sure, no problem. Where to begin? Do you guys still remember what Liyue's Moon Chase Festival is about?
Fan art, cosplay, what's the next? We're gonna, well, first, the natural one is fan fiction, which, don't let her go to that archive. But then, after that is like cons or something.
Of course!
No, John, you don't turn her into a marketable plushie.
The stove god!
Had to catch yourself on that one.
That's right. But it took a really long
Cool
time for the
mentions.
Stove God Festival to become what it is today. In its earliest form, it was actually an adeptal ritual known as the Moon Chase Rite.
Paimon remembers Madame Ping mentioning that before, but she never explained exactly what it was.
Sing Joe and Nicole should collab. That would be a banger fic.
According to Cloud Retainer, the Moon Chase Rite was originally a ritual meant for communicating with the moon.
Communicating with the moon? But for what purpose?
Those lanterns for Moon Chase? Moon Chase is a different thing.
At first, Cloud
You don't-
Retainer
I don't-
wasn't
I don't think you
entirely
did
sure either.
lanterns for Moon
as
Chase?
it was always Rex Lapis who performed the ritual.
Whoa! Rex Lapis did it himself? Must have been a really important ritual.
I'm very subtle there, Paimon. Don't they know? Doesn't Ganyu know? I don't
That's
know.
right.
Okay.
Unfortunately, despite numerous attempts, they never actually received any response from the moon, which is why they eventually stopped performing it.
Dude, the Great Comet of 1812 has just ruined the term "the moon" for me. I cannot see the moon without hearing Natasha singing it.
But then, just yesterday, Kutching took a picture of the moon being obscured by a dark hole to Cloud Retainer and asked if it had anything to do with the Moon Chase Rite.
Promise. No, yeah, she is. She sucks. It's really funny. She's not into the inner circle. That's fair. She just has adeptal blood, but she's not in the inner circle. But like, I also like the idea of like Hu Tao being, okay, I'm gonna be so for real with you. I think my employee is God. Like, imagine her having to broach that subject. Like, yeah, no, I think my employee is just fucking God.
The moment Cloud Retainer saw it, it suddenly dawned on her that the rite might have been an attempt to reach the White Horse Adeptus all along.
Does that mean Zhang Li's been trying to bring back the White Horse Adeptus all this time?
So how about that? Bet you never thought there might even be a link between the White Horse Adeptus and the Moon Chase
It is
Festival.
quite the revelation, yeah.
If Kutching hadn't taken that picture to Cloud Retainer, we would never have known any of this.
This is probably what Kutching was referring to that day when she mentioned there were some ideas she wanted to follow up on.
So, Geo Archon. All this time, You've been striving to awaken her.
Aw.
Huh? What do you mean, awaken?
Don't worry about it.
Nothing. What I truly meant to say was, oh, by the way, my trusty guides, I've been meaning to ask, where in Liyue Harbor might one enjoy an
Huh? We're off to the next stop already?
all the more reason to
The
find
lore
right spot
bomb.
to let it sink in.
They're aware. That lore bomb just now.
Oh, so that's what you're up to. A tour of Liyue Harbor? In that case, if you're looking for a spot with a panoramic view, I'd recommend Yujing Terrace.
No, there are better places.
That's a great idea. Since the terrace is on higher ground, the sea view from up there's so much better. Great!
It's a bit of a trek, but I've got a better place to go.
So, hope to see you all at the festival.
Oh, you're off too?
See you soon!
Very well, my guides. What are we waiting for?
Okay, you're the boss. Eugene Terrace it is. After all, the customer's always right.
Hold on a second.
Something else you needed to do?
Let's take a photo. He doesn't know what that is. Let's go. The magic of chemicals.
And what, may I ask, is a photo?
Shush. Just do the thing.
It's this awesome invention that lets you record moments in the blink of an eye. Except, you've got to try not to actually blink.
Oh? What must I do in preparation then?
Look at the glass bowl.
Nothing. All you gotta do is choose a pose. The traveler will handle everything else. Come on, let's give it a try.
No.
Look, we got a great picture.
Okay, that's actually kind of cute.
The White Horse Adeptus meets the White Horse Adeptus in Liyue Harbor.
That's actually really silly. I love that.
They've even discovered a way to preserve moments in time. Now I truly am curious to witness what else these mortals might accomplish. Very well, let us proceed. Eugene Terrace lies in that direction, does—
Hey, wait for us!
Zuchao taking her first cosplay photo? Hell yeah. Gotta not get used to that. That's gonna be happening a lot.
Truly a marvelous view if ever there was one. It seems the charm of this Liyue Harbor is only heightened by the sun's dying light.
And soon, people will start releasing their
That's the best part about Liyue. It looks gorgeous at sunset. One of my favorite parts of this game is Liyue Harbor at sunset.
Practically everyone will be with their friends and family, eating a big meal, chatting, and even setting off fireworks. Trust Paimon, it'll look even more amazing then. What do you say? Want to stay to see that?
No need. Let us bring this weary day to a close.
Her social battery is running out.
Weary day? You mean, you didn't enjoy your tour?
I had imagined you would arrange for me to witness some grand spectacle. Perhaps the descent of divine beings, the manifestation of the sacred before mortal eyes, or the appearance of a selfless hero come to aid the helpless and downtrodden.
Nah, I've got lanterns.
Or, should that not come to pass, then at the very least, spend a little more coin. For that, it seems, is how one finds true enjoyment.
Oh, she's a material girly. It's just best if we beat Totoro, true. Just wait for sunset. The lanterns are the best part.
Alas, but there was none of these. Instead, we merely filled our bellies, listened to tales, and gazed upon a crude imitation of my likeness. And now the sun begins its descent.
Give it, like, plenty more minutes, girly. The best part is still in store.
What a day of quiet tedium.
But also, there's nothing wrong with quiet tedium. We like it.
We're so sorry. If we'd known that was... It's all that Zhang Li's fault for not making the customer's requirements clear.
Get used to it, Paimon. That is very standard. Hey, to be fair, the project manager has barely has any more idea of what the customer wants than the actual developer does. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's too late now. Do you still believe I would part with that soul fragment, now so intertwined with my very being?
But
Quit scaring Paimon already.
I knew you were the more astute of the pair.
Yeah.
Huh? You were just trying to scare Paimon?
It seems the realm of the Geo Archon has a way of making one more stony-faced.
So, you were just pulling Paimon's leg?
I mean, it's rather easy because you're floating.
Of course. I was merely engaging in a little banter with the two of you. Long ago, I shared tales with various mortals who chanced upon my mountain abode. Never did I imagine that those stories would endure. It seems I greatly underestimated them. Perhaps, as your Geolord said, a few pieces of ancient Langan's magnificent jade have truly become part of the very foundation of this land.
So, you've decided to help us?
Again, that goes without saying. I made up my mind some time ago now. When I beheld a rather intriguing scene as I set foot in this city. I saw porters passing through the alleys, setting down heavy wooden crates from their weary shoulders. Peddlers pushing carts as the kites and lanterns upon them rustled gently in the breeze. I saw cooks cooking, actors acting, scholars reading, soldiers marching, children playing, elders resting, officials officiating, and the common folk absorbed in this or that, reveling in the simple joys of life. Some, it seems, have already found that which stirs their hearts, while others continue to fret, troubled by uncertain futures. Yet, in this gentle and serene order, each holds fast to their anticipation, not only for the celebrations to come, but also for the first light of the morrow. Scenes I once yearned to behold now unfold before me, no longer in Langan, but in Liyue Harbor, thousands of years on. How wondrous is this mortal realm?
Thank you.
Thank you, Whitehurst Adeptus! Thank you so much!
Adeptus, Adepti, perhaps the singular art in which we are truly proficient is that of sequestering ourselves within the high mountains.
Mood.
But once we leave our mountain refuge, we find ourselves drawn back to mortal ways all the same. So, it is I who should offer my thanks to the two of you. Traveler, Paimon, you have made this day more delightful than any I've known in a long, long time. Come now, and take what it is you need.
You mean, like, right now? But don't you think we should wait for Zhongli?
Nope.
That won't be necessary.
I'm gonna have a Menma we see you moment right here, right now.
Things shall meet again
Middle
in
of
their
public.
time.
You know, it's fine.
For the waters know no rest, and the flowers their appointed season. One need not fear that life is but a journey of goodbyes.
Hi, Huta moment. It's even the particle effect is similar to Menma disappearing.
Yes, she's gone. A deadly self is formed from the body's
Where did you come
impure
from?
vapors, so naturally it cannot survive long in this world. Had it not been sustained by the remnant of Zibai's soul,
Remnant?
it would have faded
FNAF
away
reference?
in long time past. Now that the remnant
Sorry.
is gone, it has severed its ties to the mortal
Have you guys
world.
seen the fucking 36-hour video from that guy analyzing all the FNAF books? Not even all of them. It's just Fazbear Frights. 36
Though
hours
mountains
long.
Endure, the ceaseless waters will, at last, wear away their sharp edges. Thus must I meet the marks wrought upon her by the ruler of time with great caution.
Actually, you're just terrible at saying goodbyes, dude.
It may be goodbye for now, but someday we will meet again.
Really? And
Fazbear Frights is a pain in the ass. Oh, the funny thing is, though, too, is that entire video, and he says, points it out in the beginning of the video, that the entire video is as long as it is because it's a mix of proper, genuine, like literary analysis of the stories, which is actually kind of neat. It's actually kind of cool. They're children's chapters books, but like he still takes it at like as seriously as you would like a fucking Faulkner or something, because you know, creative writing degree, he is trained in that. But also the fact he also is analyzing them with the Fright's fiction theory, which says that none of it is canon. It's all fiction within the canon. That it's all like help wanted pretty much. That all the Fazbear Frights stories are help wanted style fiction from inside the FNAF universe to discount the shit that Afton did.
Who can say for sure? Years and years from now,
And
perhaps.
that's why Fazbear Frights are so fucking weird, is because they didn't actually happen.
Or maybe tonight at the Lantern Rite.
Easier to figure out than Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is weird because it just suffers from. Okay, yes, it's complicated, but it suffers mostly from non-linear storytelling. When you really get down to it, it's not. Okay, it does get pretty weird, because like Dream Drop Distance is fucking strange, but like most of it isn't that terrible.
Are you saying that if the White Horse Adeptus were to be resurrected, she'd still have the memories
And
of
it's
the
just
three
long.
deadly selves?
It's the fact that there are so many different games, so many different ways of experiencing those games, and the fact that all the games tell shit in non-linearly, and Xanart. That's true. Xanart is an issue. You can't explain Kingdom Hearts without a whiteboard. I mean, I can't explain Genshin without a whiteboard. Are you kidding me? I honestly don't. Once you really sink yourself into it, it's not hard to explain. It's just long. Because there's a little bit of background that you have to do with what Kingdom Hearts actually is, what Keyblades are, and then, like, you can kind of just start with the first game. More or less. You might have to stop to do all the Xanort bullshit, but, like, yeah, it's... Again, it's just long. There's just a lot of lore to it.
We will find out soon enough.
In a Nintendo game, you need a whiteboard? True. I don't actually know anything about Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, no, Kingdom Hearts is weird because...
It's time. The rite is about to begin.
I think the Unraveled episode on Kingdom Hearts is a really good explanation for why it's so hard to... Why people think it's so strange is because when you play through the games, like in release order, you expect them to be... You expect the story to do something, right? Like every major plot point, you expect the game to go in a formulaic direction, but it never does. It always goes on a weird side tangent. So I think the greatest example of a Kingdom Hearts side tangent is Birth by Sleep, where the game just either Birth by Sleep or Dream Drop Distance, one of those two. I think it's Birth by Sleep. Hold on. I think that's, or is it 358 Days Over 2? No, it is Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep came out in like the middle of the release order of the series, and it's a complete prequel to everything that happens in the game. And it's just kind of all of a sudden, like, we're like multiple games into the franchise at this point, and they just kind of throw Birth by Sleep out, and it's like this really weird ass side tangent in the story of the game, and it's very disorienting. So if you're playing it out of order, then it just kind of feels like it's coming out of nowhere. The story that Birth by Sleep provides just feels like it comes out of nowhere.
The rite is about to begin.
Is the moon
There it
really
is.
gonna disappear?
Yeah, hello.
Got your lanterns ready, everyone?
All set.
Also
Might be
lesbians.
About time to put eyes to the
So many
sky.
lesbians, I love it.
Wouldn't you say, Tian Chuan?
Look.
When the sun's out, eat the sun. When the moon's out, eat the moon.
Thank you, Who's Out.
Whoa, is this the lunar eclipse?
Under moon eternal, in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light.
Under moon iridescent, in night divine.
The ruling class of lesbians, so true. Aww.
Frost, in night so great.
Besties. I love them.
Fate. The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth, life is grown. The seedlings stretch, the crops do rise, and all unfolds.
Yao, TT, and Baiju are like the.
Sweet wine is poured.
They're on a play date, and Baiju is the dad that was assigned to them for the day.
Pure as heaven, so fair and bright, she shines as light in this dark night.
And with her does this, wish take flight.
Oh.
Devoted soul, scattered and unbound. Let this lantern guide you home. By its light be found.
God, it's gorgeous. Literal chills, actually.
Did we do it? Do we finally get to meet the real
Honest to
white
God,
horse
chills. But yeah, no, Kingdom Hearts is mostly just a. I think part of it. I think the reason why Kingdom Hearts got so weird is because they didn't realize how big the first game was gonna be. So they're like, oh shit, we have to like build a world here, and they had to like retroactively keep world building to keep the story going. So yeah, it's mostly just an order thing. Like once you figure out what the fuck the order is, it's actually pretty like, I mean, it's not easy, but it's not as hard as people make it out to be. Hi, Tsubai. You look eepy. I was expecting it to just collapse.
This place. Where am I?
A familiar land, now known by the name of Liyue.
Liyue? The peaks adorn the clouded moon.
Yeah, no, Leah in the name is Cloud. Okay.
Then who might you be?
Yeah, no, it's pretty much that. It's like watching Haruhi in Kyon's order. It's like, why is it like this?
To have lost all her memories after all.
So what do you mean Madonna getting... It's funny because, like, Kingdom Hearts is also so weird thematically because, like, it is okay, Kingdom Hearts is a good story. It is a really engaging and awesome story, and the writing in it is awesome, and some of the things that they've done in those games, especially the web games, the web game is one of the coolest twists of fucking any interactive medium I've ever heard about. But watch Game Champ's video about playing Kingdom Hearts in order if you haven't. But the story of the game is awesome. And then there's the Disney stuff, which is completely tonally just dissonant with the story of everybody. It's so weird. Because like you just kind of forget about all the Disney shit. And you just kind of care about like the interesting stuff, like the Kingdom Hearts. Why is there a bunch of Disney stuff anyway? Fuck if I know. Literally, there is none. It's just Kingdom Hearts was a game that like Disney wanted Square to make, I guess. I don't know. Like it's kind of its own thing. It's so strange. It's so weird.
And those countless lights in the sky. What are they?
These lights, each like a dwelling in glad accord, usher in this day of joyous rebirth.
The Disney shit in Kingdom Hearts is the ultimate exercise in suspension of disbelief. That's how I'm gonna put it.
And whose rebirth might that be?
You just kind of either have to accept it or you don't play the game. That is it.
That of my old friend, Zebai.
Zebai?
Yeah, that's you! Don't you remember anything at all?
She clearly does not, Paimon.
That's... me? Oh, yes. The envoy of the Lunar Palace. My name is Zebai, indeed. Then you must be the Lord of Geo, Heaven's Star.
Huh. Okay. That's a title I don't think we've heard before.
Many years have passed since we last saw one another. Zebai, my friend. Welcome home.
Also, Envoy of the Lunar Palace, that's interesting. Kind of hyped for the new game because it's much more Final Fantasy-like. The new Kingdom Hearts game? Is... Or what are we talking about?
Home.
Kingdom Hearts 4. That's crazy that they're not putting that. They're not coming out with like 3 different games with wacky ass subtitles before Kingdom Hearts 4.
But why does this place, this Liyue, feel at once so strange and yet so familiar?
Do you remember who we are?
Who you are? Who are you? Yes, I remember now. You are that young Wushu dancer.
No.
The one who seeks disciples.
That was, I mean, good guess. Dude, the weird, whenever I try and sing Home by Cloudy Sky, it's always like a dice roll if I hit the key, if I can find the key, because it's in a weird fucking key.
How fares your quest for disciples? It must...
Hey, you've got it all wrong! You're talking about gaming!
But I could have sworn... Oh, that's... And to think you even had the audacity to yes, of being my guides.
Yeah.
How very wonderful to see you again, my most faithful and beloved guides.
She's a little confused, but she's getting there.
All has been well in my absence.
Well, she finally got it right.
But that does sound interesting. Funnily enough, I've never actually played a Final Fantasy, or I played, good lord, yes, I played a Final Fantasy game. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game, because I never owned a PlayStation machine. And I didn't really want to jump into 3 randomly. But I do know a lot of the story, just because I was bored the 1 week, like in the high school.
It is possible that her cells have not yet set.
But I'd be down for a more Final Fantasy
They've
style
only just
Kingdom Hearts
been
4.
brought back together. It may be some time before she fully recovers.
I've only watched streams of it, yeah.
Huh? You mean, kind of like she's still half asleep?
Bye, Ju. Got another job for you.
That I cannot say.
A few years?
Mortal years are but a poor measure when divine beings tread the realm of dreams.
Well, if you say so. Anyway, at least she's whole again, right? That already seems like a pretty good outcome to Paimon.
Yes, there is little cause for worry.
I did consider looking into it. The funniest part of it, Hilo, is when you do look into it, you will realize just how much the Disney stuff is filler. Like, if you look up if you look up like summaries of the Kingdom Hearts story, you'll like, yes, you will run into Disney characters, Mickey, Goofy, that like they're actually pretty like kind of important to the story, but like 95% of the time you can completely forget about them and you'll be fine. Like, it's really hilarious. Yeah, Sephiroth was there too, which was weird. Yeah, if you look at all the Disney stuff in Kingdom Hearts, if you look at it more as like product placement, then it's much easier to kind of roll with it. Because again, like, watch any summary story, like watch like the first 10 minutes of a summary video of Kingdom Hearts lore, and you will get like the, oh shit, the Disney stuff does not matter for like 99% of the time.
Say, what are those little creatures over there up to?
Lesbians and some funny kids. And Guava, I guess. This is gonna be a hard one to explain.
Celebrating Lantern Rite, of course. And those lights up in the sky, those are all Shao lanterns.
Lantern Rite. Then, may I join in too?
Of course. Why else do you think we've been running around like headless chickens these past few days?
Background story driver. Yeah, that works too.
Traveler?
But even then, not always, because like most of the background story stuff is like mostly Xehanort, and that like rarely has any Disney stuff in it. Like Organization 13 is just kind of done. That's mostly what happens in the background, and it's like it's Org 13. Like, I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe seeing some familiar faces might help her find her feet. Hey, Zhongli! You've got some time on your hands now, right? Why don't you come along with us?
Doesn't Dream Drop Distance have a lot of Disney stuff in it? The Dream Drop Distance is the Data Cube one, right? That's the really weird one. That's like the really strange one.
By no means a bad idea, Paimon.
Oh, and Zabai, before Paimon forgets, when we meet the others later, remember to wish them a happy Lantern Rite.
Happy, Lantern Rite?
Happy Lantern Rite.
Talking God in his new, yeah, exactly.
Yes, Happy Lantern Rite indeed.
The Tron one, yeah, it's the one where they have to like go into the data cube to do like get the memories of the Norded version of. It's so weird. It's such a weird fucking game.
Well then, let's go.
Or like, no, it's like he goes into himself for like memories that an old guy put in. Like, it's fucking strange. But okay, I will say there's a little bit of complexity with the timeline bullshit. But you don't really have to deal with that in the main games.
Reunion, and moonlit.
It was mostly the web
blessings
game
for all.
thing. Anyways.
With the wind.
Oh, is the new quest already out? Ooh, okay. We have been live for 3.5 hours. I do need to get to do stuff later today. So what I'm gonna do small thing about me, I had cannoned a tree out front of here so hard I was kind of thrown off when there was not a tree here. Anyways. But it is long. Okay. So I'm gonna hold that off for another day. What I'm gonna do for now is, so for those that don't know, I've been playing this game for since 1.0, and these Shao Lanterns are the ones that I crafted at the back of the very first lantern rite. I have not made any more since. This is the batch that I ended the very first lantern rite with. The game has since allowed you to remake these, but these are the lanterns that I made back in the very earliest versions of the game, and I've never made any more since, and I do one every year for a lantern rite. So happy lantern rite, y'all. I can upgrade that. Columbia is not much better. There, pants. Happy lantern rite, y'all. Anyways. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I always love lantern rite. Lantern rite's always a blast. Let me turn on music. Sure, that works. We end up bands. Yeah, don't want to end on an upskirt. We're gonna end on Baiju wearing pants. So it's at least a little bit modest. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was fun. Excited for HSR next time, theoretically. I need to, okay. It's gonna be weird because I need to finish Lantern Rite and then I need to start HSR. So I don't know what my schedule for next week is gonna look like, but I'm gonna do that. I'll figure that out. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will see you guys next week. So, bye-bye, y'all.